Welcome to the Roadrunner 89 Investment Network, where we talk about interracial love and marriage. Hope you enjoy Swirl to Investment. Oh, all right. How's everybody doing? I'm feeling pretty good tonight. I was just kind of dancing to my intro music, but anyway, hey, it's good to see everybody. Um, Alan Palmer, good to see you. Patrice Thompson, El Mac, Jerry Jameson, Free at Last, Carolyn Thompson, Afro Puff Queen, Adorn. Good to see everybody. It's good to see you. Look, hey, I'm having a pretty good night. I'm feeling pretty good. Just got on a live and a beautiful young lady and you know, awesome. And YouTube, hey, I'm loving YouTube. We get our message out. We can speak how we feel. And I could tell you my life story and how much I love black women. And some people will say I'm pandering. I'm a panderer because I love black women. Okay, so what? I don't care. I love black women. I'm married to a black woman. So, hey, that's who I want to love. That's who I love. Okay? I love all people though. But anyway, it's good to see everybody tonight. April May, good to see you. Afro Angelique, hey pretty young lady, how are you doing? Um yeah, I want to talk about black women. Open up your options or stay race loyal. It's your choice, okay? Do what's best for you, young ladies. Do what serves you the best, okay? And look, people are people, right? We're all corrupt, but there are good men, good women, bad women. Hey, choose what's best for you. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to my followers or people that I follow, okay? Do what's best for you. Straight up. Pro white male leadership. Good to see you, young lady. It was good being on the live with you. I had an awesome time. It was a beautiful experience. Uh Going to be a good topic tonight. Yes, it is. And it makes you think, right? And look, regardless of my opinion, what I think, regardless of your opinion, what you think, ladies, okay, you are the prize. Ladies, it's about you. Do what's best for you and choose that best option. Seriously, that's what you need to do. That's what women are supposed to do. Uh, Regardless of the race, regardless of the ethnicity and all that stuff. Ladies, it's your choice. You need to choose best for you. And guys, you need to compete. You need to show you're the best option. Look, the best option don't come in the skin color. The best option comes in character. Okay? So, anyway, I want to get into this topic. I got some TikTok videos I want to show you. I hope you enjoy them. I enjoyed them. I watched them already. And this is thought from all of these are black women, and this is just thoughts they have, videos they made, and let's dig into it and see what they have to say, and and we'll put our own perspective, we'll put our own opinion in on this, and then afterwards I'll open up the panel if you want to come in and talk. You'll have that opportunity. Um, but anyway, let me go ahead. I'm trying to figure out which one I'm going to show first. They're all good though. Um, But anyway, let's put this one up here. I'll break it down the best I can.
Listen, can somebody tell me why the majority
Okay, why the majority of what? Older women are always the ones talking about divesting. Okay, are older black women always talking about divesting? Is that a thing? Or is it, I don't know, or is it just something we think is happening? Anyway, that's what she says.
listen, can somebody tell me why the majority
Me, she talked about me. Why I'm talking
Okay, she's talking about you. Okay, young lady, go ahead. Let us know.
about divesting is because I have built things. And at my age, I should not be dealing with men who haven't built things. Yeah, they're still checking for me, but they're checking for me to help them with their business, build an empire together. Before I moved to Seattle, I dated a female who wanted to open a pizzeria. And he would talk about it. I'm like, oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds bad. But I was never really excited about it. I never used we when talking about it. And one time he was like, you got to be behind me on this. Why? You weren't behind me when I was getting my MBA. You weren't behind me in the corporate valuation class. Why is the expectation that I now have to give energy to you for you to get your dreams when I got mine by myself? And I think women in their 20s are still building. But us, we built.
Okay, what do you guys think? Okay, and I agree with her point. If she's already built, she's already established herself. She's already got it together, right? Why shouldn't the man that she's with have built something too? And when it comes to older women, you know, older women when they get married, why should they uplift the man that hadn't built nothing? Seriously, she's got a point. She shouldn't have to deal with that. The man she gets with should be a man that's built also, right? But I don't think it's only older women divesting. No, younger women are divesting too. Divestment is something women are doing to get out of the cultural situation, to get out of their neighborhood, out of the mindset. Black women of all ages are doing this. It's not just elderly women. There are elderly women doing it, but there are women, middle aged, elderly, young women, middle aged women, women of all age groups that are doing this, right? And there's a reason why they're doing that. And why is that? And she's got a good point. If she's built something, a successful business or a successful career, why shouldn't she be with a man that's built something also? That's a valid point. And you know what? That's something that makes sense. And she should not settle for anything less. Seriously. But anyway, you want an established man, you should have an established man. Whether you're an established woman or not, you should have that. Seriously. Um yeah. But what do you think? Did she make sense? Only older women are divesting? No. Younger women are doing it. Women of all ages are divesting because they think there's a better option somewhere else. Okay? Are they right? Or are they just misguided women? You know, you need to make the call. She shouldn't be dealing with men who are already established as well. She should be dealing with men that are established as well, right? She should. She shouldn't have to build for her and the man also. No. I totally agree with that. Yes. Okay. There's another video I want to show you guys. Let's see which one I'm gonna pick. Okay, let's go with this one.
Question, fellas.
Okay, this is about the pygmies, the pygmishas. All right, and she's got a question to them. Okay, and let's hear what she has to say.
I have a question, fellas. Why aren't you picking the pick-me's? There's women that literally agree with everything you're saying. They agree with whatever your program is. They want to go 50-50. Hell, they'll even take care of you. They'll put things in their name for you. They'll love you, your dirty draws. They'll do everything that you're asking them to do. They don't want to go on real dates. They just want love. They just want to show up. They want to be loved, and they want you to love them and care for them. And men have it hard. You guys have been down bad. You've been subjugated. You've been all these things. There's women that literally agree with the entire sentiment of your program. Why aren't you picking them? Why do you instead try to change the minds of the women who don't agree? Why are you focusing on the women that don't agree? Go where you're appreciated and loved. Go pick the pick-me's. Stop trying to convince women like me in the comments to change our minds. Stop.
Okay. What do you think about what she said? Okay. There are pick-me's that we call them pick-mishas, right? That are down for the black man no matter what. Okay. And they'll agree with you all the way. They're down for you. They want to be with you. They want to love you. They want to be with you. They understand what you're going through. They'll fight the good fight for you. They'll do everything for you. Why don't you pick them? She's got a good point. In my opinion, a lot of pick-me's, so we call them, that are down for the black man, a lot of black men won't pick these women. Okay? And why is that? Is it because it's easy? Is it because these women already give themselves to these men? They don't have to compete for them? Could it be that? I mean, let me know. What is it? Um, I've seen this situation where black women, it's all about black men no matter what. Whether they have to be single mothers, whether they uh have to put up with anything, whether they have to be the breadwinners, whether they have to make the most money, whether they have to put their men through school to make them better, they'll do it. There are black women that will give their heart and soul and everything they have to lift up the black man, regardless of how successful he is, regardless of what he has to offer, regardless of what he's doing in life. There are women like that. Black women are the most loyal women on earth. They are. So they're out there. Why aren't they picking these women? And a lot of these women are left behind, and it's heartbreaking because they've given everything. I don't know. What do you think?
I have a question.
Okay, let's go ahead and pull this down. But listen, I've seen this. I've seen black women work 2 jobs to put the men they're dating through school because they think if they lift him up, he'll be a better man. And then a lot of times he'll leave. A lot of times he'll go to someone else that won't do as much for him. And look, us as men, of all men, we love a challenge. If we got to fight for you, if we got to compete for you, and you finally choose us, we love you. We embrace it. We appreciate it. But if it's just thrown given to us with no competition, do we really appreciate that? And look at human nature. Usually humans that have to work for something, they appreciate it, they love it. Usually people that have to work for something, they take care of it. But when it's given to you, you don't care about it as much. That's human nature. Seriously. But that's a good question she has, right? There are black women that are down for the black man no matter what. He could beat the crap out of her. He don't have to marry her. He could have children with her and treat her like crap, but she's still down for the black man no matter what. Okay? Why aren't black men choosing these women at astronomical rates? Logically, you would think you would pick the woman that does everything you want, right? But men aren't wired that way. We don't pick the women that will give us everything hands down right off the bat. We pick the women that are more of a challenge. We just do. That's us as men, whether we're white men, black men, Asian men, Hispanic men, whatever. We love a challenge. We love the competition. It's natural as a man. And when a man stops competing, he's not in his natural state. He's not. He's sick. He needs help. Seriously. And I don't care the race. It's just that's how we're created by God. For God created men to be competitive. That's what we're supposed to do. And competition is a beautiful thing. Even if you lose, it's beautiful because it makes you see where you lost, where you can be a better man. Seriously. Anyway, okay, I got a couple more TikToks to show you. Okay, here's another one, ladies and gentlemen.
Death, a DeKalb County.
Okay, all right, you heard about this, right? The black femicide rate, right? We've heard about this. This is a serious thing, right? It mostly affects black women in the inner city and the more lower class neighborhoods, we might say, right? It's not every neighborhood, it's not all black men. Let me put that out there because I know people are going to hate me. But listen, the black femicide rate is a real thing. Okay.
An unthinkable death. A DeKalb County mother shot and killed as she cradled her baby.
And they not gonna do nothing because they scared of each other. Always have been, always will be. Honestly, this is why I don't take niggas seriously. Like, they sit there and they be mad as hell when black feminists start telling the truth about their ass, about their collective, when we start telling the truth about the violence that we face at their hands.
Okay. And I would say this is more than black feminists putting out this truth. Okay, black women are at the most danger than any group of women in America. Black women are the most attacked, most disrespected. Black women, have been the most assaulted. Black women, they don't get the protection that other women get in any community. Okay? And I think that's a problem within our country. And that's something we need to fix as a whole. Okay? I would encourage everybody, write your congressman in your district. Get to know who your congressman is. Okay, your representative at the state level, your state senator, your representative in Congress in Washington. Get to know these people because you know what? If you feel black women are vulnerable, the least protected, the most disrespected, we need to contact these people. We need to do this. And look, I can do it, and if you don't do it, it don't mean a damn thing because politicians are about power. Politicians are about votes. Politicians are about money. I don't care if it's Democrat or Republican. Politicians are about money and about themselves, straight up. But if there's enough people that bring concern in this issue, guess what? Your voters, guess what? You have power, believe it or not. You get enough people talking to these congressmen and women of both parties and how much you want black women to be protected and love black women, you can change laws. You can change many things, right? You can. But it takes numbers. It takes, you got to threaten their voting prospects. You got to threaten the power they have in the political world. Okay? And look, it's more powerful coming from white people sticking up for black women than black people doing it. I'm just going to say that because black people are at what, 13% of the population? White people are at 50 something percent. Okay. I mean, just do the math. Who's getting the most votes? That's what it's all about. It's about power. It's about their political career. And that's what it is in a nutshell. But anyway, let's continue what she has to say.
on a day-to-day basis, on an hour-to-hour basis, okay? When we start telling the truth and they start treating it like we're waging war against them, it's BS. Do not fall for that. They don't really believe it. It's BS. They know we have legitimate reasons to be afraid of them because they're afraid of them.
Okay, what she says, they're afraid of them. We're afraid of them because they're afraid of them. I think she's talking about black males and crime and gang violence. They're afraid of each other, so of course everybody's afraid of them, right? Okay, I get that. So, but it's not just black feminists putting out there the stuff that black men are doing. It's everybody is. It's coming around. You know what? I'm just saying. And black women, you need to go where you're most accepted, where you're more appreciated, where you're more loved and more protected. Okay? Let me remove that. I got one more TikTok, guys. Yeah, if you appreciate that topic, click the like button. Give me some likes. If you like what I'm saying, give me some likes. If you don't like what I'm saying, give me a dislike. Do something. Give me your comment. What you think I'm doing. If you think it's a bunch of BS, tell me that. If you think it's good and it needs to be done more, tell me that also. Okay? I am a 40 black woman, has always dated in the industry since my first boyfriend. I have been harassed and threatened to beaten, RPE'd by black males since the 80s for declining these aggressive males. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry, young lady. I can't say it out because of YouTube, but my prayers are with you and big love to you. But yeah. Hey, Josh Watson. American Jonesy, good to see you. The Mind of an Angel, good to see you, young man. Okay, I'm going to show another TikTok, right? And then we're going to get in the conversation.
For one, the definition of
Okay, this here is a pick-me-sha, my definition, right? She's going to break it down how to get a good black man, okay? And if you can find a good black man, God bless you. A good man is a good man and is worthy of God's praise, right? Is worthy of, being blessed by God for being a good father, a good husband. Okay, let's hear what she has to say. Let's hear what this queen has to say. Go ahead, queen.
there is no way that you will attract a good black man if you're not a good black woman. For one, the definition of a good black woman is a morally upright, or technically described in the Bible as a virtuous woman. You can read about that in Proverbs 31. Unless you better yourself, because you are what you attract.
Okay, a virtuous woman. Yes, a virtuous woman. Once you find a virtuous woman, you're blessed by God. You know what? A virtuous woman is worth more than her weight in gold. A virtuous woman brings blessing to the man that she's married to. Yes. And look, read Proverbs. She's right. Read Proverbs. Virtuous woman is very valuable, right? But a virtuous woman is a virgin till marriage. Okay, I'm going to say that too. A virtuous woman is a woman of God. A virtuous woman loves her husband with everything. Okay? But anyway, let's continue what she has to say.
Attract. Allow yourself to heal. Purge away your past traumatic relationships.
Okay, allow yourself to heal. All right, that makes sense, right? When you get in a relationship, allow yourself to heal. Don't bring trauma from another relationship. I agree. Okay?
Do not bring your old baggage and just expecting him to unload it and just dump it on him. That's not fair and that's not how it works. Learn to submit to a man. The black man is a natural born leader. He is not designed.
Okay, first of all, stop. Hold the phone. Young lady, you don't submit to a man. No, sir, no way you submit to a man. Period. In the story. You don't do that, young lady. You submit to your husband. Your husband. Not a man, not the man you're dating, not the man that's your fiance. You submit to your husband only. Okay? And when you're talking about biblical principles, I see you have a tattoo with some writing on you. You're not supposed to mark the body. Okay, it says that in the Bible. You're not supposed to mark your body. You're not. Okay. Anyway, but I'm not attacking people with tattoos, but really, you're not supposed to mark your body. Anyway, but she's talking about a virtuous woman, right? Virtuous woman's a virgin till marriage, by the way. A virtuous woman submits to her husband, not the man she's with. Okay, let's get that straight.
To be submissive to feminine energy. Motivate yourself. Speak life over your situation and your family. Also, read and study Proverbs 31 with your daughters if you have those. And these steps will help us to repair what was broken, which is the black family structure. Shalom.
Okay, what do you think about her? What do you think about her little video? Submission? She says submit to men. No, you submit to your husband. But you should read Proverbs. I agree with her on that. You should read the Bible. But a virtuous woman only gives herself up to her husband. She don't have sexual relations with any other man except her husband. And that means a true marriage. That means a marriage with documentation. It don't mean like, hey, we shook hands and we're married. No. It does take paperwork too. But you know what she's saying is right, but some of the stuff she's leaving out. You submit to men, no. You submit to your husband only. Okay, not the man you're dating, not the man you're courting, not the man you're having sexual relationships because it feels good. No, you submit only to your husband. Okay, black women need to submit to God first. Yes. Oh my God, KP, you hit it right on point. Women need to submit to God first because you know what? When you submit to God, He'll lead you and let you know who you need to submit to. And when God talks, He's going to tell you submit only to your husband. Only to your husband. Not to the man you're dating, not to the man you find attractive, not to your fiance, to your husband. Okay? How can she be a virtuous woman when she doesn't know what it is? Well, seriously. But look, a virtuous woman is a woman of God. A virtuous woman follows God. A virtuous woman does not lay down with a man that's not her husband. A virtuous woman does not submit to a man that's not her husband. Straight up. If black males were not so horrible, there would not be these things to heal from. Okay. But anyway. But what do you think what she says? A lot of the stuff she says is true, right? You submit to a man, but that man has to be your husband. That can't be just any man. That can't be just the black man. You submit to the man that's your husband. Period. In the story. Okay. Let me go ahead and remove this. Okay. But here's what I want to talk about tonight. This is some She's probably a hotep. Yeah, she is. But here's the thing. This is what I want to talk about tonight, right? Black women, open up your options or stay race loyal, okay? And I've been in discussion with black women, and they say, okay, well, shouldn't we choose the best man for the option, for the best man for the job? Yes, you should, as black women, right? Um, no doubt, you should do this, okay? But the thing of it is, you have to choose the best man for the option. And which man is going to provide for you? Which man is showing you love? Which man is more stable? Which man has more to offer? Period. End of story, right? Sometimes the best option isn't the same color. Sometimes the best option isn't the man that looks like you. Okay? Sometimes the best option might be the man you think is the worst option. Seriously. I'm being honest. Okay? Um, you know, and we're caught, and I will say this, we're caught in a segregated mindset. I say this a lot, right? We are. You know why? Because black women are shamed for opening up their options. They're called traitors. They're called bed wenches. They're called all this stuff. Slavery ended in 1865, right? So a bed wench does not exist in today's world. A bed wench is someone that slept with a slave master. Why are we using that term in 2022? That is stupid, in my opinion. Okay? And why are we going in the past when we live in 2022? Black women, what's the best option for you? Who really loves you? Seriously, think about this. Okay? We can go in the sins of the past all day. But the men that created the sins of the past are dead. They're long gone. They're no longer with us. In today's world, you got men living in today's world. Okay? Now, how are they treating black women? How are white men treating black women today? That's what you got to ask yourself. Okay? How are black men treating black women? Okay, when you look at the marriage stats, black women and white men are the most successful marriages. Okay, what's that tell us? Okay, it boggles our mind because we didn't expect it, right? But what it says is white men love black women more than white men. They do, statistically, okay? And this is subjective, yes, I get it. But if black women that marry white men have marriages that last longer, it can't be racism. It can't be white supremacy. It has to be true love. Think about it. What else would it be? People have accused me of being a white supremacist. People have accused me of pandering. People have accused me of being a black man posing as a white man. They've said all kinds of crazy things, right? But the truth of the matter is I'm a white man that loves black women, and I have given my wife everything I have to offer, my love, my soul, my resources, my everything. That's true love. Okay? And I want to share it with the world. It's not pandering to black women. It's showing love to black women. It's showing black women, you know what? You're just as important as other women. In fact, you're more important than other women. Me, as a white man growing in a white community, having access to white women, but still I chose the black woman that I did not have access to, that didn't love me as much as white women did. That's truth. But I still chose the black women. Why? because black women are the best choice. Because black women have the biggest heart. Black women are the most nurturing. Black women are the most loving. Even if they're not giving me that love and that respect, it don't matter. I see what the best choice is. And I'm going to be honest, black women didn't throw themselves at me at all. Black women didn't love me as much as white women. They didn't. White women love me more than black women, but black women are still the best choice. Honestly. And you know why? Because black women have more character. Whether they love me as much as a black man, it don't matter. I want to be with black women because they are the best option. Black women I love more than any other group of women on earth. And you know what? They didn't love me more than any man on earth, and that's okay. That's okay. It's still beautiful. You know why? Because there was one black woman that gave me a chance. There was one black woman that loved me. There was one black woman that says, I love you. And that makes it all good. That creates a true blessing. I don't have to be the top man. I don't. I don't have to be seen as something wonderful. I just want to be loved. And I want to be loved by the black woman. Even if she don't pick me, even if I'm picked last by the black woman, I still choose the black woman because I love black women. Period. Because black women are the best choice, regardless whether they pick me or not. That has nothing to do with it. You're either the best or you're not. Black women are the best. Even if they choose black women or black men 90% of the chance, black women are still the best. And you know what? I'll compete for the black woman all day. Even if the odds are stacked against me, even if I don't have a chance, I still want to be with the black woman. Black women, I love you. You are the best. You are the most beautiful inside and out. I choose you, not because you chose me, but because you are the best. Okay. I want to make that perfectly clear. Because look, it would have been easier for me to marry a white woman in my community. It would have been easier for me to marry an Asian woman or a Hispanic woman. It is more difficult to get to the black woman. But you know what? The best choice was the black woman. And the most work I had to do is to get to the black woman. And you know what? I'm blessed amongst men because I chose the black woman. That's truth. And men do not get this. Black women didn't praise me. They didn't show love for me. They didn't just come running towards me. In fact, I ran towards black women. In fact, growing up in a white neighborhood where there wasn't many black women, I seeked out black women because I love black women. Because I seen the character in black women. I seen the love in black women. I seen the beauty in black women. And thank God, thank God that God allowed me to marry a black woman. I'm just going to say that. And you can say that sounds silly. I don't care. My wife Sandy is my everything. My wife Sandy is more of a blessing than I ever thought I would get. And she's a black woman, and I love her. And I love black women, regardless whether you love me or not. It don't matter. I love you. And I have love for you. And I want to see black women do good. I want to see black women be on top. And seriously, because the black women that love me in my life, I embrace that. It's a blessing. The black women that show me love, I'll embrace it for the rest of my life. In fact, my life is like a book. Let me tell you something. Every page of my life since I was 5 years old has a black woman in it. There's no other group of women I love more than black women. Whether black women love me or not, That's beside the point. I just know that black women are beautiful inside and out. Black women are the most beautiful, have the most character, are the most loyal, and I admire that. And why would I not want to be with a woman that has those traits? Seriously. And I don't hate white women. I don't need to. It's just my heart belongs to the black woman. It just does. It is what it is. And she could hate me, but I still love her. She could think I'm not all that great, but I still love her. Because black women have something that comes from God. Black women are God's most awesome masterpiece. When God created the black woman, he created a masterpiece. He did. There's no woman more beautiful, more loving, more loyal. And why would I want anything else but the black woman? Seriously. And some men will say, you're pandering. Okay, you can call it that. But you know what? My heart belongs to the black woman. I'm married to a black woman over 28 years. And you know what? If something were to happen, God forbid, a black woman would still be in my life. I'm just saying. Okay? I would probably never get married again because my heart belongs to Sandy. But when it comes to women, there's no other group of women I love more than black women. Black women, you have shown me something that is beautiful, spiritual. You have lifted me up as a 5-year-old boy till the time I became a man and married my wife Sandy with my 3 beautiful kids, my 2 beautiful daughters, my awesome son, and my 2 granddaughters. I'm so thankful to God, it's not even funny. And seriously, ladies, you are the best. And to get my love, you don't have to show me love. You just need to be yourself. You got my love. You got my heart. You could think of me as garbage, but you still have my heart. You still have my love. And God bless you, black woman. May God protect you and make you more prosperous than any other group of people on earth. That's how I feel. But anyway, okay, enough of the emotions. I will get emotional if I keep talking to black women. I will, because I love black women. Seriously. Black women are the real deal. They are. Black women are the most beautiful. Black women are the best. They have the most character. They are the best wives. It makes sense that when white men marry black women, their marriages are more their marriages are more what's that word? Sorry. Their marriages are more prosperous, more successful. You know, there black women and white men have a 44% chance less likely of a divorce than 2 white people. Did you know if I marry a black woman, my chance of success in marriage will be greater than if I married a white woman? Did you know that? And even if I married an Asian woman, I'll be more successful with the black woman. It's kind of crazy because black women are the most race loyal. Black women uplift black men like it's no tomorrow, no matter what. But we have the most successful marriage when we come together, black women, white men. Something's going on. Hey, creating one, good to see you. Yeah, hey, creating one, it's been a while. Good to see you, young lady. Hey guys, go over to Creating One 1999. Check out her channel. She's a spiritual woman. She's a woman of God. She's got it together. Check out her channel. She's got a great channel. Okay. And she's on TikTok also. Show her some love. Follow her, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, check her out. Good to see you, Creating One. Josh, my brother, good to see you, brother. When are you going to come on a panel, Josh? Seriously, brother. You need to do that in the future, okay? Uh Subscribe to Creating One, yes. Subscribe to her. She's a beautiful young lady that's got an awesome channel. And she's very successful, very educated. She's got it together. I mean, a high value woman. Look, I don't need to say no more, but go to her channel, like, share, subscribe. Dust divester over. Okay, but seriously, check out her channel. And Afro Angelique, this is another high value black woman that's got it together. Well, most of the women that are on this platform have it together. They do. Beautiful black women. The cream of the crop. Alexander, hey, how's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thank you for the $2, my brother. And Alexander's got a channel too. Check out his channel. He's a black man, but he fights the good fight for black women. He does. He's a good man. He's a man of character. Okay? He's a diamond in the rough. Okay? I don't say that about all men. You got to prove yourself to me. Alexander's done that. Anyway, thank you so much, brother. Good to see you on tonight's live. Okay. Alexander is the real deal. Alexander's a good man. He is. Alexander, big shout out to you, brother. Go to Alexander Brandon, follow his channel. Okay? He has good panels on there, and he has a good show. He does. I listen to him all the time. Check him out. Oh, thanks, Afro Angelique. But you are the best young lady. Afro Angelique, you're a high value woman. You know what? You're awesome. Let me just say that. Anyway, I'm going to put the link out here if you guys want to talk about this subject. Okay? And I think this is a talk we have to have. Should you be race loyal or open up your options? Different people have a different perspective on this. Some people say, no, you love the black man because you're a black woman. That's what you're supposed to do. Others say you go for the man that gives you the best option. Okay? Some of us are in a segregated mindset. We stay with our own. Some of us are free thinking individuals that go for the best option, period, end of story. Whether she's black, white, Asian, Hispanic, right? I prefer black women. You know why? Because black women are the best option. Black women are the most beautiful. Period. End of story. Okay. Hey, pro white leadership.
Hi, how are you today?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm going good, going good. I
Oh,
mean, I don't
nice.
have to really answer that question. You already know where I stand.
I do. Green Goddess is trying to come on. Your devices need to be connected. Afro Angelique, good to see you, young lady.
Good to
Once
see you
again,
guys. Greg,
hey.
thank you for the compliments. That's so sweet.
Oh yeah, you deserve them. It's not. I don't just make compliments to do it. Black women, you're the best. I mean, it is what it is. You are the best. Okay, Green Goddess is ready to come up. Green Goddess, welcome, young lady. Good to see you again.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and Brent.
Oh, good
I
to see you.
noticed I noticed that you had 6,666 subscribers. Congratulations.
Oh yeah,
And that's a sign because there's for melanin, it's 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons that makes up
okay.
melanin. So
Wow.
that's a
So,
sign.
hey, well, I'm fighting the good fight for melanated women.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes. And may you get what's it, 6,000, wait, no, 600,066 more um, subscribers.
Yeah, that would be great. You know what? I'll take what I can get. I'm happy with what I got. Look, um, I'm just happy to talk to you, ladies. I'm happy to tell you, how much I love for you. I'm happy to tell you about my life with my wife Sandy. And my thing is, you know what, black women, you've been so race loyal for so long. Black women, you deserve the best of the best. You are the best of the best. You're putting in the most work. Um, you're the most successful when it comes to education, entrepreneurship, and you're the best when it comes to the corporate world. So why are we not recognizing black women right now? That makes no sense to me. So any praise I give black women, any love I show black women, you deserve that and a lot more. Okay? I can't even I don't even have enough time on this earth to show how valuable black women are. And I'm speaking the truth. And some say, well, you're pandering to black women. No, I'm showing love to black women where other men have not done this. And what's wrong with these men that don't do this? And I'm talking to black men and white men that say, well, I'm not married to black women. Why do I got to show them love? Because, dumbass, you're supposed to protect women, period. And the women in most distress deserve the most attention. Anyway, sorry, I had to say that.
Thank
No,
you.
Brent, go on. I
No,
loved
that's
it.
that's
Woo-hoo.
that's perfectly
Yeah.
fine. That needs to
Yeah.
be
I might,
said.
I don't know. I might take you to my channel after this so you can really go off.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
That's really what that is. You all about the fire. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
The the reason why you get so much love from the black women is because you actually show us love. So keep on doing what you're doing. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, thank
um,
you. Yeah. Um,
what, pardon
Go
me.
ahead.
I don't think you're pandering, and there's one reason why. Because you're living what you're speaking, what you're saying, and how you're living is an alignment. So that means it's the truth because you're married to a black woman, a beautiful one at that, and sweet lady, and it, people who pander, they don't live it, they just speak it, so it's not a balance. So
Yeah.
yeah, you're balanced with the words and the actions, so that makes it more authentic.
Yeah. I think so too, because you know what? I've been married. Well, May 1994 we got married. That was over 28 years ago. So next May will be 29. Um,
Right.
and you know what? I've always loved black women. Even when black women kicked me to the curb, even when black women wouldn't give me the time of day, I still love black women. I still thought they were the best. And that to me is true love. Even it's not a love of convenience. Not all black women thought I was a great guy and said, "Hey, let me date you." No. In fact, there was a lot of black women that turned me down, but I still had love for black women. And the ones that accepted me, I really appreciated it. I thank God for having that. That's the love I have. That's to me that's true love is loving somebody regardless of how they think about you. And there were a number of black women that loved me and thought I was great. Don't get me wrong, but the ones that turned me down never stopped me. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, okay, all right, this ain't working. Let me go back to Becky because no, it's I always thought black women were the most beautiful, the best option. So that's what I stuck with. And you know what? My life reflects the blessing I live today. My life is a blessing, spiritually, emotionally, physically, and financially. I'm able to pay my bills and live comfortably. You know why? And have a home, a new home. You know why? Because of my black wife, because she loved me, because she had character. So, I mean, I want to show that love to black women because there's so many black women like my wife. Okay, every woman's different, but I see the characteristics that my wife has that other black women have. And unfortunately, black men, a lot of them have discarded black women for what reason I don't know, but they're missing out on a true blessing. And I capitalized on that blessing, you know? But anyway, um
Can I speak?
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
The title of your commentary this evening is to open up options or stay race loyal.
Yes.
Well, there's it's not possible to stay race loyal in for black women. It's really just not. The numbers aren't there for
Yeah.
the men and the black men. The numbers aren't there, and it's a lot, honey. Let me tell you, oh my God, I married two different black men, and one came from a whole nother country, and they both are down low.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh my, yeah, I got up out of there so fast. But it's like that, what were my odds on that? But then there's so many of them like that. Like there's so many like that. It's so dangerous for that kind of people to do that kind of thing. I don't have anything against homosexuals, but when they're married with a family and they're doing these things, and come on now, it's just like so not fair. It's just not fair. And also, thank goodness, I've been all checked out and everything. So I didn't, I don't know what's going on with these guys. They don't look good. It's been like years. My first husband, that's my son is 28 years old. So it's been 28 years. And the other one is over 17 years now. So they look horrible. They need black women. I mean, these guys don't even know how to wash their shirts. They don't know how to stay clean or whatever. I'm like, it's so bad. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said all
No,
that,
it's
but I
okay.
did.
No, say how you feel.
It's
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 okay.
it's
I
okay. This is
did.
a place.
But it's
This
the
is a place
truth.
of
It's just so,
healing.
I didn't realize how much that was going on until I got this internet thing, because I wasn't even like, I'm of another generation, like so far. And this was like, this is Star Trek stuff to me. Like, this is Star Trek for real.
Yeah.
FaceTiming and all this is so like new to me, like crazy. But I know I sound old, but I don't look it. So I hope, I just
Well,
I'm a late bloomer, I guess.
Well, most black women don't look their age. They usually look younger than what they are. I'm just going to say that. Us white men, hey, we don't have that. We're like a cup of warm milk on a hot summer day. That's how we age.
Brent, you better stop talking bad about yourself. You better
I know,
stop
right?
it. Because let me tell you
Okay.
something. A man who's loving his wife is very sexy. It's a very beautiful thing for a man to love on his wife and talk nice about his wife. That is a beautiful thing. I love to hear it. I'm so happy that there's another black woman out there who's happily married. So, yeah, don't put yourself
Yeah,
down.
well,
Don't ever say things like that because we all are. The one thing that's going to happen is time.
yeah.
Time is going to touch everybody.
Well,
She's
So,
the best wife ever. So
I do.
yeah.
My Sandy baby is everything to me.
Oh, I love to hear it.
God, I hug her every night. You know what? When I go to sleep, I'm hugging my wife. When I come home, I'm
Oh,
hugging my wife.
yeah.
Look,
She's a
I
blessed woman.
and here's the thing. I didn't grow up a touchy feely guy, but when I married my wife, that changed. I got it. It's I don't know what it is. I just want to touch her. I want to hug her. I want to tell her I love her.
I know what it
I
is.
mean, it just it's
It's a
love. I mean,
chocolate sexy. That's what it is.
oh yeah, well,
It's a tall glass of chocolate, warm
yeah,
chocolate milk.
yeah. Hey, I can't get enough of that. Seriously. But I've been blessed by my wife. My wife is look. The success I've had in my life has been because of her. You know what? Her showing me she loves me and has faith in me. I've strived to be better than I ever would normally. Seriously. It's like failure's not an option because I don't want to disappoint her. If she's got faith in me, I gotta perform. I gotta do it. I mean, I'll end up dying to try to do it for her. It just that's how much I love her. It's I don't know how to describe it, but like I said, I've been successful in my career after the army, and it's because of my wife. It's like she told me, "Yeah, you're going to do it, and when you do it, we're going to have a party and celebrate." It's like I don't think I could do this. You don't know. I'm not that good. No, baby, I love you. You can do it. I have faith in you. What am I supposed to do? It's like, oh my God, you're going to go there and force me to work harder than I've ever done in my life. That's what black women do, and that's what makes black women so precious and so beautiful. And even if I failed, my wife would still love me and lift me up and I can't stop going. I can't stop trying to be better than I am because of my wife, because I love her, because I don't want to let her down. I want to prove to her that I'm going to accomplish what she says I can because I don't want her to lose faith in me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that sounds
I
wonderful. That's really
yeah,
wonderful.
but I mean, I'm not the most successful man in the world by no means, but I've done pretty well. And the reason is because of my wife. She showed me that love. She showed me that faith she has in me. And that's made me better. That's made me stronger. That's made me better than I thought I would be. And that's what a lot of black women have to offer. And I tell men, you don't even know what how black women are. They're so beautiful. It just you don't even understand. And I'm not talking how they look because they are beautiful how they look. But when a black woman touches your heart and soul, I mean, there's nothing else you'll ever want in life. Seriously. And some people say, "Well, you're pandering. You have a fetish for black women." No, I have a love for black women that will never die. That will never go away. That just gets stronger and stronger as the years go by. And look, I have love for black women I don't even know. I see black women doing amazing things. I'm happy. And I don't even know who this young lady is, our elderly lady that's doing these amazing things, but I have love for her and I'm happy when good things happen to black women. Why is that? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think I think that's I think you know, well, the thing is, I think that black women, we need to open up our options because um it we're we're not alone, you know. There's
Yeah.
other men who, they might not know how to approach, but you know, but we're not for everybody. That I
Yeah.
got to think about it like that. Everybody is not for everybody. I don't want a whole bunch of guys. That's why when I go out, I dress really nice,
Mhm.
and not very many men approach me. But when I dress down, oh my goodness, I don't hardly do that anymore. But when I just run out the house just to go and do a quick errand or whatever, and if I'm just dressing down, I notice that I get more attention that way. But
Uh-huh.
but that just tells me that the guys who approach me when I'm dressing down, they think that they can afford me because I'm not. I don't look as high maintenance, and they're not, and they're like they're looking to for a woman that's low or no effort or no maintenance
Mhm.
or low maintenance. So I dress up because I'm moving up. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going upward,
Mhm.
and I want to do better. So I want to definitely do better than what I did before. So I have a whole new perspective on the way I carry myself now, and it's like as a black woman, I actually um, need other men to help black women because when my car was there's some neighborhood boys slashed my tires because I told them to move from on my patio. So
Yeah.
they slashed my tires, and you know the it was it was white men who helped me, and they did so nice. They were so nice to me, and I really needed that. I really needed that because I felt so alone. When I go to the mechanic, you know, I want to probably get my car like looked at by somebody before I go, so I'm not taken advantage of. I don't
Yeah.
have that. I don't have that. I don't have anyone to look at my car to say, well, it shouldn't be. It might be a plug. At one time, it was a fuse. It was a daggone fuse, which is it cost like $1 and some change. And I went to one mechanic, and he was like, "Oh, it's going to be $200." And then I went to another mechanic, and you know, he he didn't own the business, so he just told me the truth, what it was, and it was only
Yeah.
like $2. See, we don't ha- we actually don't have those things that other women take advantage that they have. It sounds very no, it's huge. It's huge. It's really huge. We just need support, like people who would, you know, we're pretty smart women, but we
Yes.
don't have all of the answers, and we don't know everything, and we're like out here in this world, and we have no men that would know stuff. They just don't know anything, or they would be the first one to take advantage of us. So it's
Yeah.
like we just really need like just people just need to be nice. We don't it's just it's, I don't know if anybody understands what it is to be a black woman and go out, and there's people that look like us, and they actually, they said just because they not friends, they're not, they're actually haters.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's really hard. It's
A
really
lot
Ye-
of
hard.
that, a lot of that is because black men do not seek a friend; they seek a playmate, and because they're
Yeah.
seeking playmates and not friendship, they will never understand what it is to be a friend to a black woman.
Yeah. You know what? And this is the thing I see. Look, I've always, had a thing for black women. I've always been attracted to black women. And look, I'll be honest with you guys. I've never been intimate with a white woman. I'll be honest. Seriously. I've never touched a white woman. Does that make sense? Does that make me weird? And
No,
it's not.
because once you go black, you never go back.
Yeah, yeah. Seriously.
I mean, black
But
woman.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
I'm just
seriously,
joking.
and look, I'm being honest. I tried to date white women because I thought I was kind of weird because I had so much love for black women. But you know what? There's a reason why I'm like that. It's not that I'm weird or just different. There's a purpose from God. That I'm like that. Um, but I see the beauty in black women. And I've never hated white women. I don't go on bashing them. I think they're great women. I'm just don't want to be. I never wanted to date or marry them. I'm sorry. That's the way it is. And it's not that they're not good women by no means. It's just that's me, okay? But I have good reasons for being this way. Black women have showed me more love. Black women are more loyal. Black women have a bigger heart. And serious, tell me I'm wrong. I mean, and I see this as a white man, and why wouldn't I want to be with the woman that's shown me more love? Do I have to be with the one that looks like me just because she looks like me? Wouldn't I want to be with the one that I feel more comfortable with, the one that shows me more love? And that's my story. And look, and I've just always loved black women, and black women have, for the most part, have shown me love. And like I said, there's some that have turned me down through the years, sure, you know, and that's okay. But to get the better option, it don't have to be the woman that loves me the most, does it? It's the woman that's the best option, period. And I don't have to have the majority of black women that loves me. I just have to have one black woman that loves me for me to be blessed. And that's what I got. So, I mean, but they're still the best whether they choose me or not. And you know what? That's when you can tell the truth. Cuz most men are give praise to women that give praise to them, not giving praise to women because they are the best option, but the women that make them the best option. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just
Yeah, that's
So,
that that rule doesn't apply in the BC in the black community. It just doesn't because they they don't respond well to it's oh my god, there was a
so
just there was my friend she's also a single mother and she's got teenage sons and um she was having problems with their behavior and she called the cops and she was like she was so happy these two black cops came and she was like oh they're gonna talk to my boy they're gonna talk to my boys and long story short um she, okay she ended up in jail that night she ended up in jail I had to come and get her what happened was the cops came and she'd pop her son with a spatula because he was breaking her dishes. Well, she told him to wash the dishes and he started breaking them. And the boy said, well, you know, she was like, what are you doing? And they were like, well, you can't wash broken dishes. And they would like break her broom, and you can't sweep a floor with a broken broom. And so she popped him with a spatula, and he told the cop that. And then when she got bailed out, I picked her up. She said, do you know these two guys, these two cops told my son if they had any more problems with me, that they were to call them and they'd put me back in jail. Yeah. And that same night, she had to call the cops again. 2 white officers showed up, and they did the right thing. They sat those boys down and they said, look at this house. You live in a beautiful home. Your shoes, they were wearing Jordans, of course. She said, he was like, those shoes probably like 85, maybe $100.
Yeah.
And what are you doing, man? You know, and they talked to him and them, and well, that's all I, you know, it was just so sad. And like these, it's really hard because the cops, you know, the 2 black officers, you would think because these are black young men, black teenage boys, that these officers are going to talk some sense into them. And they made those boys worse. She had to call the cops again.
Oh, wow.
Because they told the boys that if they had problems with their mom, that call them and they would throw her in jail. And she had to go to, she did not have to go to court. The DA actually called her because she wrote the police report, what happened, because she was so angry. She wrote this long police report and the DA read it, and they dropped the charges on her.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story because parents are supposed to be the authority figure, right? I don't know. I mean, unless she's abusing the boys or beating them or doing something that's just telling them to do dishes. I don't know. I mean, if that's the case, I would have been in an abusive relationship because my dad made me do yard work, dishes. He made me do everything. And you know what? That taught me work ethics. I'm just saying.
Right.
Um,
She called the cops because it became physical. The boys were physical with her.
oh, that's
So
not
yeah.
right.
And
Yeah,
then yeah, but she popped one of them with a spatula, a plastic spatula. And they're teenagers. It's not like a little baby or anything. These
yeah,
boys are bigger than her. So, you know, to stop them from breaking her dishes, whatever. And like I was like, yeah,
yeah,
that's just it these they have no idea how, and you don't know what you got until after you get pregnant. These men are so sweet, and she's a married single mom. Yeah, she's a
mhm,
married woman, but she's been on her own raising these boys.
yeah,
And so like he just stopped coming around. And you know, when they were babies, I'm like, and then I know people are like, well, why did you get pregnant again then? Well, you know, she's a Christian and she's not supposed to deny her husband. That's what
yeah,
she believes. I'm not a Christian, but that's what she believes. But
yeah,
I'm like, if my husband ain't coming home, you ain't gonna get with me.
yeah,
You got to go back where you came from and get it over there. But you know, she's really a Christian woman, so
well, and she's probably thinking I need to submit to my husband because he's my husband. And yeah, I get that, but gosh, I mean, and that's hard to even explain that because the scripture says that. But if he's not doing what he's supposed to as a man, you really how can you submit to a man that's not doing you right? I just I don't get it. I mean, you know, when a man's doing right, the woman submits because not because she's supposed to, because she wants to. She just does it. It's not even a lot of times she don't even know she's doing it. She just loves her husband. But
I
when you're not,
believe,
yeah,
pardon,
go ahead.
I believe that you submit to your wife and the wife you submit to each other. You hold on to each other. You do what one is not able to do, then you try to work it out between the two of you, and between the two, like it's two heads is better than one head, and four eyes are better than two eyes,
Yeah,
because your wife will see things that you might not see, you know, and she might say something that inspires you to have another idea, to have a better perspective on something. So yeah, it's
yeah,
important to have, it's important for everybody to have a partner, and
yeah.
um, just as it's just not right that Black women are having this issue, and then
Well,
the men, there's not enough men anyway.
well, the
Yeah.
thing with submission is, yeah, we're supposed to do. And I don't want to get a play on words, but the Bible says women submit to your husbands, but it says men love your wives like Christ loved the church,
Hmm.
and you and Christ give his life for the church, meaning you will die for your wife. That's what us as men are required to do is die. Actually lay down our life for our wife when it comes to that. That's our requirement. And yeah, that's a form of submission, I guess. Yeah, it is. Um,
But the thing with submission is that you cannot submit to someone you cannot trust.
that's
And if you
true.
can't trust them, then they don't deserve any submission. So if and to be perfectly honest, the Bible says the one thing the Bible says you can divorce your husband for is cheating. So
Yes, adultery. Yes,
if he
yes.
can't keep it in his pants, he can't come home. That's all that is.
And you know what? If you study the Bible, God, allowed that with Moses that people could get divorced because of adultery. But here's the thing: when it came to adultery, you know what they did with adulterers back then?
They
They
stoned them.
they stoned them to death. So yeah, you
They
could
only
get
do
it.
that with the women, though. They only stone the women.
Okay, but yeah,
But
Yeah,
but
so
the
that's
but
not
the
nice.
thing but I understand that, but the thing about it is that that means that you have permission to leave because you're doing something you're not that
yeah,
goes against what God says. I mean, but the thing about it is because when you are not faithful to your spouse, you invite so many different things into your marriage, and
yeah,
and the amount of things that you invite into your marriage can lead to the destruction of your entire family. So, but irregardless of all of that foolishness, can we kind of get back on topic of opening um
yeah,
opening
Yeah,
uh,
sorry.
and
yeah.
saying but like for me, like my birthday present to myself last year was opening up my options.
Oh, there you go.
And I've opened up my options and I've had a few nice experiences. And what I have learned is that even a broken white man is better than a broken black man.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
uh, because they either tell you that they're broken and don't bring you into their foolishness, and you have that option to go forth. A black man will never do that for you. At least most of them will not tell you up front that
Yeah.
they got issues.
I beg to differ that. They come in telling you
Oh,
what they leave it right on your doorstep. I've, dated
So what
recently,
you're
and
saying is that a black man told you that he was on the DL before he got with you?
oh no, no. When I get that, I have strong intuitions that listen to. If I don't even have to know for a fact that somebody is cheating, I can feel the energy, and
hmm.
I'm out. So,
Hmm.
Well,
you know,
well,
That's not a. I mean, it's a good. I mean, it's nice to know that you have that suspicion, but it's also a good thing to actually back it up with facts.
Oh no,
because you have to be
I had
logical.
facts. I had facts after I already um, left. I had it was all actually it was going on while we were married, and
Oh
I was
wow.
like, yeah, because whenever his friends, he would always want to hang out with his friends, and once time his friends came or his friend came over, and he made me go to the bedroom and stay in there, and I was like, why? You know, he was like, I don't want my friends, I don't want you them looking at you and stuff. But actually, what happened was we were married, and a friend of mine that her boyfriend and him are friends, and she went on a date with her boyfriend, and my husband and another man were having dinner together, and they described the guy to me, and it was the guy that my ex-husband said was hitting on him, and he said he was never going to like talk to the guy again, but they were having dinner together.
Mm,
Mm,
So
That's
wow.
really sad. But
yeah,
can I get back to? Because it's
yeah,
like
sir.
Okay.
we
Okay.
keep derailing and going with
Yeah,
and
I
We
know.
we
I maybe
we,
need to get
we
off
do.
here because
We do.
I'm doing that.
But and here's the thing, ladies, do you want to open up your options or be race loyal? Okay. Loyalty is a beautiful thing. Okay. I think race loyalty is stupid. I think it makes no sense. Look, whether it's a white man lifting up Becky because she's on that pedestal and I'm supposed to marry her, or a black woman lifting up that black man on the pedestal. Look, the two people in America that are on the biggest pedestals is the white woman and the black man. Tell me I'm wrong. We put these two people on such a big pedestal, it's not even funny. And the thing of it is when you put these two people on a big pedestal, you really hurt them more than help them. You really do. Um, Black men and white women are the most celebrated, most loved, most nurtured and catered to. And you know what? When they get together, their relationships suck. They cannot get it together for the most part. There's always an exception, right? But when black women and white men get together, they make it happen. They're successful. They have true love. They have success. They do. And why is that?
um the
I'm
thing
just saying.
it's like unfortunately a lot of people um the character thing, people think just because you're switching color means that that the character is going to be better, and that may or may not necessarily
Yeah.
be the case. And so that's why I say character over color all the time.
Yeah.
So the character the issue is that we are so busy looking at the physicality of a person that we don't get to know who that person is, and we make decisions based on physicality instead of the actual person. Because if you take
No.
time to have conversations with this person and see how they are in different situations, how they treat you on a personal level, then it's just that's that's who you have to go with. It can't be just based off of the physicality of the person that you are. I mean, you got to be physically attracted, don't get me wrong,
Yeah, no, I
but
agree.
the physicality of it is that you can't base your relationship on the physicality. You have to go based off of your conversations, the way they treat you, because when it comes down to it, you are an island into yourselves when you're in a relationship, and you can't let anybody else dictate how your relationship is going to be. You have to be you have to have each other's backs no matter what.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. We well, do you, I don't it is
it's just
nothing.
people don't take the time to have conversations anymore. They either
They they
interrogate
don't.
somebody, or they, because if you have a conversation with somebody, sometimes they drop stuff that makes a red flag go up. And
Yes.
when they drop that red flag, you have to take a step back and say, I might need to reevaluate. Um, because a lot of times, just having a conversation, people relax, they let their guard down, and then they will say something, and then you're like, huh, that's not quite right. Let's go in a different direction.
Yeah, that is true. And yeah, but you know what? I mean, back to the topic. You know what? Open up your options or stay race low. What's best, ladies? Look, I say do this. Look, I this is my life. I'm a free thinking individual. Okay, I don't uh conduct myself as white men do because I'm an individual. Yes, I'm a white man, and that's great. That's cool. But I don't do what other white men do because that's not me. I'm my own person. I have love for black women because I love black women. I think that's the best option. That's me as a individual. I don't have allegiance to white women because they look like me. I don't. And I have nothing against white women. I love them. I think they're beautiful women, but I don't look at them in a way as a relationship. I don't how can I say this? I don't think of them as wanting to be intimate, wanting to be a girlfriend or a wife. Black women have that when it comes to me. And the reason is because my heart is with black women. Emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Black women own that when it comes to me. No other woman has that when it comes to me. Can black women break my heart? Hell no. I mean, can white women break my heart? Hell no. The only white woman that can break my heart is my mother, and she's done it. Um, but other than that, only black women could leave me heartbroken because they have my heart. They have access to my heart. I've given black women my heart because I love black women. And look, I'm married to a black woman. I'm not telling you this because I'm just saying it. This is my life. I've been married to a black woman over 28 years. That's my love. And look, black women I want black women to do good. Black women I have at work are beautiful friends I have. I love them. Do I hang out with them after work? Hell no. But I do have love for them because they're beautiful women. They have a big heart. Black women are so beautiful, it's not even funny. And and I look at that and I'm saying, God, these women would make great wives. They would be great mothers. And do they have to just settle for black men? Or can they have a white man, a Hispanic man, an Asian man? Whoever loves them. Can't black women have that? Us as men can have what we want. Damn it, black women deserve the best because they are the best,
Exactly.
regardless
This,
of the color.
I don't think that anybody should be race loyal. Personally,
No, no, they
I
shouldn't.
I think that you should go where you're appreciated.
Yes.
Um,
It's different for me because, you know, I've seen, my aunt was dating a white man, and she would wear her sunglasses, and, the looks that she said that she would get, and it was uncomfortable. So it's something that, she didn't get it from, it's the black men that gave her those looks. So they don't want black women to go outside the race, but they can do it.
Yes.
They don't want us to do it. And and but it's something that has to be done. It's just not I know women who's really, really old, and they've, never been married, and just like alone, and it's that's not the way I want to. I don't want to be like that. So
Yeah.
it's either open your options or you're gonna be alone. And
Yeah.
I don't think that we're put in this world to be alone. We're supposed to be matched, and that doesn't actually mean in color. It just means in respect and mutual understanding and companionship and loyalty. You know,
Yes, and in love.
and
Yeah,
love. Yeah.
you're absolutely right. And pro white male leadership. This young lady, look, let me tell you something about pro white male leadership. This young lady is a black woman. She's very successful economically, um, and she's solid to the point. She'll tell you what she thinks and she won't hold back. And this young lady is very beautiful. I've seen her. She's fine in the most ways, but she's successful. She is the what we call the successful black women in today. And if you've seen her, you would say that makes sense. But you know, she sees uh what's really going on, and you know, and if you watch her channel, she tells you what she thinks the best group of men are. And it's not that she just has favor to these men. She looks at it logically. She looks at it statistically. She's great with the numbers. Look, this woman has it all together. And I've clinged to her because I see so much truth. And look, I seen success in black women. They're look, this woman's got it all. She's got it together. Um, Successful financially, spiritually, and logically. But anyway, hey, hey, pro black male leadership. Hey, young
What's
lady, how you doing? Sorry, we got long winded.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's me. Yes, you guys already know what I'm here for, what I'm about. So, yep.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, we definitely need to open up our options, and it'd be nice for other races of men to, you know, I don't know what to say about other races of men because I don't know
Well,
what it is to for a man to approach a woman. But I just know that a lot of black women are not gonna bite your head off. We're not praying mantises, so we're we're not gonna be all mean, and I don't think we're all gonna do that. There may be that there's a little sprinkle of this and that and the other in
Well, you see,
everybody's race.
this is the thing, right? Black women seem to not really understand, that I talk to white men all the time. Um, Now, because I have this new channel, a lot of white men email me. They know that I got their back. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of white men or other races of men, they don't really feel that black women have their back like that. So they're not going to really I mean, I get, nobody knows who I am. So I get treated just like any other black woman. So I mean, other than people that know me knows that I'm a white male worshiper. So it's easier for me because people know me as oh yeah, she deals with white men like that. So it's easier for me because people know that I'm a white man lover, call it whatever you want to call it. But most black women, they don't express how they feel about other races of men. They don't express how they feel about white men. So that's the problem. But there's a lot of white men that are interested in black women, but they don't feel like you like them because a lot of black women don't express that.
Well,
yeah.
how are we supposed to do that? I mean, how are we supposed to
Hey,
express that
hey,
we like them?
yeah. Hey, let me address this. I mean, pro white male leadership is so right with this. Look, a lot of white men I talk to, they say, I think black women are beautiful. I'd love to date them. I'd love to have a relationship. But you know what? They said they don't like us. They hate us. And this is coming from white men, and I'm like, what do you mean they hate you? They don't hate you. But there are so many black women, these black male worshippers, you might say, are black male identified, however you want to say that are pro black, right? They make it a point to say that black men are the top, and they would never ever date a white man. Where white men are disgusting, they smell like wet dogs. You look, you see it all the time, right? White men see this and they're saying, "Wow, how can why would I approach a woman that's going to think I'm garbage?" Right? This is what white men think. And I'm not saying all white men, but a lot of them think that because black women, the pygmishas and the mammies, they will tell you how horrible white men are to lift up the black man, and white men think that's how black women think. No, it's just a portion of black women that think that. So we, on the collective, we think, you know what? They don't like us. So why would we even want to even try?
But
Asian
that's what
women,
we feel
yeah,
that way
but
about them too. I mean, not
yeah,
they. I feel like they don't like us either because we black women spend the most money at beauty supply stores owned by
yes,
Asians. They are rude. We go to. I stopped going to different restaurants. I'm not treated nicely. So I feel the same way that they feel. Then what are black
yes.
women supposed to do to show that we appreciate them?
No,
And
no, no,
what
no. And you're right. It's a double-edged sword because black women, white men, we're caught in a catch-22. We believe that both of us don't like each other, don't have interest in each other. But the truth is that black women, white men actually love each other, actually want to
Yeah.
have a relationship with each other. And if we'd open up our damn eyes, the world would change because black women do want to be with white men and white men want to be with black women. Let's not sugarcoat this. Let's not try to play in the BS. The truth is the truth. Look, when white men were at their worst, when white men were racist and total evil jackasses, you know what? Black women were having a relationship with these jerks. And you know what? And when black women were at their worst, white men were throwing themselves towards black women. Let's not play this game. You know
Brett, I have
what?
an idea.
Okay, go ahead.
I have an idea. We should have a signal like the peace sign or something, like to let them know.
Oh yeah, I'm creating that right now.
Yeah, we should have like a peace symbol over the right
I'm
eye.
getting bells so we can wear it on our ankle.
Yeah, right.
That's a
Oh
great
God.
idea. We need some kind of symbol to
No,
show, like the
I'm
because
working
like
on
the
I'm
because
working
like
on
the LBGTQ community has the rainbow. We need some kind of colors or something. Yeah, we need a
Yeah.
symbol.
Yeah,
We need a
I'm
symbol.
working on that. So
Hey,
it's coming soon. I'm working on it.
hey.
Okay, for right now, it's gonna be my peace sign with the melanated side of my hand. Peace sign over the right eye.
Hey,
But
there
look,
you go.
That means I
look,
see you.
our flag should be basically black and white with a man and a woman kissing on it. How about that?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm
That'd be
just
cute.
saying.
That's cute.
Or yin and yang symbol
But they already
with
have that.
a
Oh,
yin
the
and
yin and
yang,
yang. Yeah,
the yin and
we could.
yang with
That's a great idea.
a heart in the middle of it.
Ooh, that's a cute idea. Yeah, we're gonna take over that yin and yang. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I
A
mean,
yin
I
and
always.
yang, a yin and
Yeah.
yang with a red heart in the middle.
Ooh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. We're gonna culturally appropriate that damn thing. Yeah,
Um,
that's what we need. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna maybe put one of those. I'm gonna go to the Staples and put one on my car. That's the thing now. Is that's it. That's it. I'm tired of waiting. We got to do it now. I'm going to
yeah,
the Staples and get some stickers made. There it is. Put it on
I'm
my
just
car.
look. I'm just saying that we have to be the change we want to see. So sometimes white men don't pick up on the handkerchief dropping. Y'all just don't.
We don't.
And
Yeah, I'm
and you,
sorry, ladies. We suck at that. But go ahead.
so I mean, we might have to do a little walk up, do a little arm touching, and walk away.
You know what
Little
worked for
arm.
me? I'm gonna tell you what worked for me. I have some business cards, and I would just drop them right in front of the guy. He always helps me pick it up. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. Drop not the whole deck, but like 4 or 5 of them, so
Yeah.
that you can be like, "Thank you.
There you go.
How you doing?"
Hey, but seriously, look. I want look, ladies, I want to change the world. And look, call me a mad scientist, call me like Dr. Evil. Oh, I got a diabolical plot to get the white. Look, I think and look, I'm talking to more white men than ever, and I'm telling white men, look, leave Becky alone, leave Karen alone, go for Keisha. She's the most loving, the most beautiful, and you know what? She will bless you more than any other white woman on earth, and she will. Look, I mean, look at the marriage rates. You know, we have a 44% chance less likely of a divorce with black women, white men than two white people. Come on. What more has to be said? Black women are giving us more than white women by far. It's not even close. Guys, it's not even like okay, you got lucky with the black. No, black women have more to offer. Black women, God, how can I look, guys? I, I'm pulling my hair out right now, and I got a thick head of hair, and you know what? It grows back fast, thank God. But look, black women are the best option. God, I look.
It's probably gonna take a little time,
Yeah,
but
it's going to take a little time. I get it, but gosh,
yeah.
man,
But that sticker, the yin and yang with the heart in the middle. There, yeah, that's
yeah.
gonna be cute. Yeah, that's gonna work.
But
That's
you know what? People call me a pander, but I've been married 20, well, more than 28 years to a black woman. I've dated exclusively black women. I've only been intimate with a black woman. My heart, my love, every desire I have is with the black woman. But you know what? I have a better life with than men that are married white women. I'm more successful spiritually, physically, with love, financially. I don't I look, I don't get it. Look, I'm so frustrated. I just want to slap the shit out of people and choke them out and just tell them how dumb they are. I
don't do
just
it.
Go ahead,
no,
Brent.
Don't do it,
I
Brett. Don't do it. Oh,
no,
come on, pro
I
white
Don't do
leadership.
it.
You being a bad influence.
I
I
look,
have this thing about, masculinity and men fighting or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just look, guys, I don't know. I just oh my god. When a black woman, the first black woman that accepted me on a date, and her name was Lachey, and God, she said yes to me, and she hugged me, and she told me she loved me. Whether we're teenagers, so what's that really mean? God dang, I embraced that. I still think about it to this day, even though our relationship was a teenage dating thing, right? I just and the crazy thing is her mother got with a white guy. Who think well, but anyway, I don't want to go into that. But look, I mean, black women I've dated as a teenager, black women I dated as an adult, the black woman I'm married to, look, there's no other better women than a black woman. Um, Go ahead and tell me I'm wrong. Look, you be with the women that you think's the best, and I'll be with the women I think's the best. And who turns out better? I'm just saying. But
Sounds good.
yeah, and I would say to women, look, ladies, black women, you are the best option. And look at that Misha video. She says, "Well, women, you are who you attract." No, I call bullshit on that because black women are the best option, but in their community, the men aren't being their best. There are good black men, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, black women aren't getting the best men. Seriously. Um, and black women, you are the best option. You deserve the best option. It's time. You know what? It's time we had a thing where we just cleaned the slate and said, you know what? In the white community, look, Becky, look, Karen, you've been put on that pedestal. You better earn that pedestal. You don't really treat us right. You're really not the best option. Kick them off. Keisha, you are the best
No,
option.
don't kick women off the pedestals. We all need our pedestals. Every
No, no,
lady needs her pedestal.
but
Yeah.
what I'm saying with that, I'm not saying kick the women that these guys are married to off that pedestal. No. What I'm saying is us men that haven't been married yet, leave that pedestal open. I'm just going to say that. My pedestal has a black woman on there. She's been on there for 29 years. Okay? She deserves that pedestal. And what I'm saying is, white men, don't put that Becky or Karen on that pedestal until you open up your options. You see the best woman for that pedestal. Seriously, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, go to men that are married happily and just kick Becky out the house. No, I'm not talking about that. That's not me. I'm just saying people that haven't been married that don't have that option yet, put the best woman on that pedestal. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying get rid of the women in your marriage or family. No. That would be evil, that would be stupid. I'm just saying in relationships in today's world, put the best woman up there, that the best woman, the best option, the one that deserves that pedestal. Put her up there. And you will find a lot of black women that are on that pedestal. Where white women, it's not automatic no more. The Beckys and Karens, it's not automatic. You gotta prove that you're the best woman when it comes to white men. That's the way it should be, right? Am I wrong? That's what I meant. I'm not saying kick
Yeah.
women out of the
Yeah,
house.
yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely I agree. I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of lonely people in the world. And I'm not lonely just because I'm alone. I'm single and I'm not lonely. I would like to say that I'm content. I've been miserable with my former ex-husbands, ex-boyfriends. I've I'm a peaceful person, and I just would like to have peace. And I want someone that's going to put a smile on my face.
Yeah.
We
I
can
mean,
do
just
that.
because you're single doesn't mean that you're lonely. I have been single for well over a decade. But what I did is I took that time to heal and found out who I was, because I was being a different person for everybody instead of just being me. And so I took that time to heal, and now I feel like I'm in a place where I understand what my journey was and what my journey is and who I'm going to let spend time with me in my journey. Because
That's healthy.
the journey is not over until God says it's over. And
That's
so
healthy.
I am not, and I'm not going to let anybody derail me from what God has for me. And when I see, and he's put me in a position that when I pray on something, he almost immediately comes back with an answer. And
Mm.
so I don't have to worry. So I'm at, and even when I ignore the stuff that he told me, he sends it in a way that I cannot misunderstand what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because the last time I was just like, but I really like him, and I am not a dreamer, and he sent me a dream.
Hmm.
So that for me, that was him telling me for sure and for certain this is not for you. So you, I have learned that I have to incorporate God into this process. Otherwise, I'm going to be in a place I don't need to be. Um,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I recall the young lady, I'm not sure which one, but she said a broken white man is better than a broken black one. I
that
don't
would
want
be
either
me.
one of those kind. I don't want a broken man at all because I've taken time to heal. I want a whole man, a
I, I
whole
under,
man.
I understand that, but I said that, and the reason why I said that is because even a broken white man will treat you better than a broken black man, and he will actually a lot more oftentimes than not he will actually tell you that he is broken and that you don't need to be with him, whereas a black man will never do that.
Hey,
That's
look.
only because they don't even know that they're broken,
Hey,
you know.
here's the thing too. Um, us as white men, when we're broken, we're hurt, we're injured. Um, we're looking for something to heal us, and a lot of times we're honest with our hurt, and then maybe it's because. And look, I don't know if this is true, but I think white men have less pride w- than black men. And you would say, well, okay, okay, what's that mean? And I think it is because in today's world, look at what's going on. Um, when you deal with white men, look at the social media. When I talk about interracial relationships, what do they refer to? They refer to as slavery, Jim Crow, right? All the evil things that white men have done, right? Um, and we don't deny it because we can't, right? But in certain circumstances, we feel bad about that. We're like, oh my god, that's horrible. Um,
Do you know the difference between a black woman and a black man?
what's that?
Um, Bad things happen to us, and a lot of times we have to get over it faster.
Yeah,
And something, we have to, we have no other choice. We have to get over it faster because we can't be stagnant or we will totally be messed up on a really, really bad. So you don't find a lot of black women bringing up Jim Crow and slavery. It
you
happened to
don't.
us too. It happened to
Yes,
us as well in the
yes,
past. But the thing is, you won't find us bringing it up we're because one reason is because there was so many other things bad that happened to us to our with our own men that are worse than whatever slavery and Jim Crow did, in a
yes.
lot of cases. So, we have to move past that, and
Uh,
we just a lot of black women don't bring that up, and I feel that's a red flag for any woman who's engaging in conversation with a man and he brings up slavery and Jim Crow and he knows damn well he didn't live through that, and that's his excuse for not doing anything about his situation. So,
yeah. Well, let me say something about that. I mean, you're so right, and and we don't realize this because when we look at discrimination as white people, we say, okay, yeah, that's bad, that's wrong. But we don't realize that, you know what? Black men are, there's more outrage when it comes to racial situations, when it comes to stuff like that, when it comes to wrongful police shootings. Black men, it's more there's more energy in that than when it happens to black women. When things bad happen to black women, it's like okay, we feel it for a minute and it's gone. But black
They
men,
don't feel
it's
it for a
like,
minute. They,
well,
they, they think that we're supposed to go through those things. We're supposed to be long suffering, and that's why they bring all their garbage to us. All the woes in the world comes to the black woman because we're and if you ask them, we're made to handle it, but we're
yeah,
not. We're not made to handle that.
you're
And
you're not. And here's the thing, and that's so problematic. That's so wrong because racism is wrong regardless whether it's towards black men or black women. But it seems like we only focus on racism towards black men, and when it's done towards black women, it's like, yeah, okay, it happened, whatever.
that's
And
why we
that's
have to
so
open our
wrong.
options.
Yes,
We have to
you
open our
do.
options for that because they don't
Yeah,
respect our what they, they see a lot of them. Everything that happens to us is supposed to happen to us, and everything that happens to them, the whole world falls apart with them. And that's why we
yes,
have to open our options because they're not protecting us from the, the the terrible things, and things are happening to us, and you don't hear them. They don't march for us. We
yes,
have to open our options. They don't speak up for us. Um, there- it's a it's a it's a really hateful um, it's a hateful relationship, a one-sided hate relationship,
yes.
and it's the
Um,
hate for us, the black women, and these are men that look like us. And that's what makes it so weird. That's what makes it so
yes.
daggone weird.
Well, look, the future is coming, and white men are going to check for black women. White men are going to marry black women more often than ever. Look, ladies, you're seeing it growing, but look, it's going to be the majority at the end of the day. When things really take place, there will be a time when there are more white men married to black women than black men married to black women. Hey, mark my words, it's coming. It's going to
It's
happen.
already here because they don't marry. They
Yeah.
just won't. I mean, um, they will if they feel like they can get help from the woman. If the black woman is going to somehow boost their social position or their living condition, oh yeah, and only if she says, well, the only way I'll do anything is if you marry me, and that's
Yeah.
how I got married twice.
Yeah.
Because I
Well,
wasn't going to elevate anybody without being married to them. But then I regretted that. But anyway, we have to open our options for another reason. That
yes.
femicide rate is ridiculous. It's gone to like 4.8 minutes now. It's getting
Yeah.
worse. This is
It,
the most black women has in history in 1 year been murdered. And it's over 1,000 women. And then there's the women that's uncalled because they don't know where they are. They're missing, exploited, and just we have to open our option. We cannot, this is like a life and death situation where we have to
oh,
open our options.
yes, it is. I want to get this to this super chat. It says when I saw what was going on with the couple with GMA, I knew black women and white men belong together. Look, here's the thing with that. Black women and white men were meant to be with each other. Tell me I'm wrong. Look, the most successful marriage is black women, white men in today's world. The most love is black women, white men. Look, black women love, or black white men love black women more than black women love black women. Black white men love black women more than they love black white women. Look, at the end of the day, if you open up your options, there will be more white men marrying black women than white women. If we were really looked at the best option, if we were colorblind, Becky would be kicked to the curb for Keisha. Do you understand this? This ain't rocket science. This ain't my opinion. If we were truly colorblind, Becky and Karen would have no option than to get with Tyrone. Straight up. And tell me I'm wrong. The only thing stopping this is the race loyal thing. The only thing stopping this is we refer to the past, where we refer to the sins of the past, where we refer to slavery, Jim Crow. If that crap didn't exist, let me tell you, black women, white men would be leading the way in marriage, hands down.
It doesn't exist now. So,
It don't exist now, but these people hold on to that and think they got to be race loyal because of the past. Look, whatever happened in the past don't has nothing to do with me as a white man. I'm just a white man in today's world. And you know what? Most of my love, most of my resources, most of everything I have has gone to the black woman. So how can I don't know. I just look, I just don't get it. Um Look, white men love black women more than black women do. And look, you open up your options, you'll find that out to be true in 2022. Maybe in 1845, the racist white men that owned slaves. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, they weren't good men. I get it. They were evil. But in 2022, look, ladies,
You know
want
what?
my
I'm sorry to cut you off,
yeah,
Brent. You
go
know
ahead.
what's interesting to me about black women though? They
Mhm.
can but they can still be with black men even though they sold them to the white men. That's what I don't understand. I don't get that.
Yeah, and you know
I
what?
never
That's
understood
true.
that.
That is that. Hey, that is so true. Look, the transatlantic slave trade, when America was involved, you know what they would do? They would dock their ships on shore and purchase people. Did the white men go in the jungles and deserts of Africa to round up black people? No, no, they didn't. In fact, they refused to because of the diseases that black people and white people had that were tragic, right? So they didn't want to go through Africa and look for slaves. No, they just purchased them on shore. And look, for this to even take place, there had to be a lot of black hands within this thing. White men could not accomplish this on their own. They couldn't. Um, but it's all about money. It's about profit. And you know what? The love of money is the root of all evil. So if you love money, you can enslave people. People have sent others to meet their maker because they love money. People have put family members in the grave because of the love of money. The love of money is evil. And yeah, that's what happened back in the day. But in 2022, hey, let's look, do we have to live in 1845? We don't need to forget. We need to know history. Yes, I agree with that. But when it comes to dating and marriage, we're in the same nation. We're the same citizens. You know what? Your home is my home. We live in the same neighborhood. We live in the same country. Black women, I love you. Will you be with me? Let's build a family. And the answer to that question is yes. My wife Sandy accepted my uh, hand in marriage. But ladies, you got to look at it like that. Look, the white people in 1845 are not the same white people in today's world. We're not. And there's a difference between white supremacists and there's a difference between white people. There's one group that's racist and there's one group that just happens to be white. Just like black people. There are black people that commit crimes and then there's black people. They're two different groups. Let
Yeah,
let
there's
let
niggas and then there's black people.
Well,
there hey, there you go.
It's true. It's true.
There you
well,
go.
I don't.
It's true. It is what it is. I'm
well,
serious.
well, if
The you
black
know
men and black women are two separate entities, so I don't know.
I
That's
shouldn't
so
have said that. I'm sorry. I take that
nignogs.
back.
We say
I take
nignogs
that
now.
back.
It's
Yeah, I can't take
nignogs.
words back. I know, but
No,
you know,
call it
but
nignogs. We call them
yeah,
nignogs now.
yeah. My apologies. I should have
Grapes
said
or
that.
apes.
Yeah, but they're N-word white people too, and those are the racist
Yes.
ones. And there's
Yeah,
Yes.
N-word black people, and those are the ones that are not going. They're not going.
yeah,
So
but
we'll just
there's
focus on
N
the ones that
words
are going.
in every race. Unfortunately, ours is oversaturated with them, and there's no
Mm,
correction. Sorry to say that, but it's the truth. Okay,
yeah, it does.
let's
I
keep it
could agree
real,
with that. I
You
and
could
don't
it's
have
agree with
to.
that.
global.
You don't have to be black to be a nigga. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Okay.
Yep. The thing is, di- uh, we need to divest because the black men are not progressing. They're regressing. It's even worse. They're regressing, they're not progressing. And the black women are progressing. That's why we are trying, we're not trying, we have to prove ourselves, and other races of men have to prove themselves. And that's why they're the power groups. Black women and other races of men are power groups because we have to prove ourselves. We have to get our education. We have to, open businesses and use our brains to, we are the problem solvers in the community. Black women are the problem solvers. The men in the other communities, those are the problem solvers. So when you get two problem solvers together, that's a winning combination right there. You can't lose. The stakes are very, very good, and those are winning. It's a winning couple, a black woman and another race, white, Asian, whatever else. But the black men are not progressing. They have no interest in any, and I'm not even going to say some because there's just not enough of them. And the ones that have progressed, they have like they're not trying to get married. They're trying to get as many women. Their thing is to conquer women. So, you know, that's what their thing is. And then there's not even a lot of those. So we have to move forward with this time. Time has changed, and um, the world is a capitalistic society, and black women are down with the capitalistic society. Um, we are the money makers in the community, in the black
You
community.
are.
We are the black community.
You know what? And here's the thing: black women are the money makers. Look, when I've done business, when I've done investments, look, I've talked to black women that have benefited me financially. Black men I don't trust. And maybe that sounds bad. I don't. There's black men I love that are in my family and the few friends I have, I love these guys, but when it comes to money and finances, I talk to black women because they give me the best options. Seriously. Black women, you know what you're talking about when it comes to finances. You know how to invest. And look, look, I benefited from your advice. And look, I benefited from black women when I invested in black women when it came to dating and marriage. That's why my slogan is swirl to investment. I tell white men, do this. I tell other non black men, swirl to investment. Is it just a slogan? I say, no, it's something that will benefit you. Look, black women, the returns when you get with black women are much more higher than what you put in. Let me just say that. If I'm talking in a financial, uh, um, in a financial situation, black women are the best option. But when it comes to love, when it comes to marriage, you know what? Black women are still the best option. And even me as a white man, I married a black woman when my friends said they thought I was crazy. They don't say that today. There
Um,
ain't no white man will ever check me with marrying my wife today. They did it back in the day,
um,
but the
Brent,
truth is out there. Anyway, go ahead.
um, Katie wants you to drop the link.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, let me drop the link. I'm
Yeah, I'm
sorry,
just letting you
ladies.
guys know I'm gonna be leaving soon. Um, so unfortunately, because I have some things that I have to take care of. So, but I'll wait for
Okay.
Katie to come up. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
let's
and
do.
Britt, if you're available after this, I wanted to show you something. So
Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Show me something. Do you want me to email you, or how do you want to do this?
Um, I will. Yeah. Email me. Email me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll email you after the show. Okay, there's the link. If you want to come up, KD, come up. Come up, young lady. Come up.
Look, Josh, if you're out there, don't you want to come up?
She does,
No,
but
I
she
asked.
hadn't.
Look, Josh, because Josh is keeps saying that he'll
Josh,
come up
get your
here
butt up there.
eventually.
Get your. You know what? I'm gonna get Josh up here one day, and you know what? Josh is going to say, you know what, brother? Thank you for pushing me. And Josh will probably have his own channel doing great things. Um,
Brent, Brent.
yes,
I was watching this lady, Kendra G, and she has like a dating show, and
yes.
all it's like for dusty black men.
Uh
Most
huh.
like that's who she's like doing that for. I think you should do one with professional white men.
I would love to. You know what? I just got
They
to
would
get the
Yeah.
love
white
to.
white men up here. That's
Yeah.
what I'm working on now. White men are coming more and more, but it's a slower process. I would love to do
No,
that.
we might have to start with the women,
Yeah,
like because like have you ever seen her show?
yeah. I've
She
seen
does
their
an
show.
interview. Yeah, she
You
interviews the women, and then the men, like they DM the whatever's. It's just an idea. I thought it was. I heard somebody
Well,
on your show say that.
we've
That's
done
why I brought it up.
we've done
yeah.
it before.
Would the ladies be willing to come up and have me interview them and what they want in a man? And
I am.
okay,
I
yeah,
think almost every single lady in your Brental sphere would
uh-huh.
almost do that.
Okay,
So,
yeah, we could do that.
You
That's
can
too
interview
easy.
the
oh,
ladies.
look,
Yeah.
Brent, Josh says he has to graduate from White Zaddy Academy first.
Okay, yeah. Well, hey, I'm going to have a White Zaddy Academy show. I haven't thrown that away. Look, I'm still interested in that. We're going to do that, and but I got some things I got to do to make this good. And look, I want to do I'm going to do some Discord stuff here in the near future. We're going to come together. We're going to have platforms where we can talk about what we want to talk about.
Hmm.
And yeah. when it comes to black women and white men. We're going to make this a good thing. We're going to make this,
I
we're
think
going, yeah, we're going to change the world. Look, it takes a little bit at a time. Rome was not created in one day, and this cannot be created in one day. It's a little bit at a time.
if
And
you do Daddy Academy, you should do it on Discord.
yeah, I think I will because I want to go in and I want to lead the ladies to the best option and the men to the best option, which is black women. Hey, KD, how's it going?
Hey, Brent. Hey, everyone.
Hey,
Hey,
KD.
how you doing?
I'm loving that
Fine.
profile picture.
Thank
I
you.
I do too. That's a beautiful picture. Please don't put uh you
Foolishness
know
back up on the screen because we don't
yeah
like foolishness.
yeah. Please
I
don't
think
put
Kevin is a very good-looking person.
No,
yeah
please look. You make me almost lose my lunch every time you do that.
yeah. Hey, please don't put Ken Skipper on there. I don't want to see Ken Skipper.
Especially not in the Nicki Minaj pose. Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
Yeah.
We can do without.
Yeah, there you go. Welcome to the panel. Good to see you, KD. It's been a little bit. Good to see you. Um,
Okay.
So
All right, so lady, what have you been up to?
she
oh
did
my
it.
God.
She did it
She did.
again.
She did it. Oh my God.
She did it. Just
Okay, okay,
oh,
I want to do
good.
it. I
Oh,
want
there
to do it.
you
I want to do
are.
it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Ooh.
I'm
Oh my
I'm
God.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna have to rebuke you in the name of Jesus, cause we don't need that evilness up here. I'm just saying.
Y'all
That's it,
so
right?
mean.
That's not mean.
Oh,
I'm trying to save my eyesight.
well, your picture's so beautiful, but when you go to that other one, it's like
Like
I don't know what to do. I'm just like,
you make me wanna pluck my eyes out because I don't want to look at that.
yeah,
You'll be fine.
So thank you.
yeah, that's funny. But anyway, hey KD, how are you doing? How's it going?
I've been coughing lately, but I don't have corona though.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
may want
something is going around. So, yeah, but yeah. So,
a spoonful of honey will help you with that throat thing.
Hey,
My
you know
brothers are
what?
coughing. My mother's coughing. My dad's coughing.
My mom used to make me cough syrup out of like lemon juice and honey, and it would keep me good for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it
Yeah,
tastes
well,
better than regular cough syrup. That's for
hey
sure.
guys, if you buy honey, um I don't know where you live, but if you buy like organic honey from your area,
Hmm.
made from the honeybees where you live, you know what? That will improve your immune system so much because the honeybees in your area, they're exposed to the what is it? They're exposed to the
What? Yeah, the environment, the
yes, the environment.
whatever pollution is in the air, they have
Yeah,
the antidote to it.
they do, and not just the area, but uh the sicknesses, the colds that are going on in that area.
Hmm.
They already built an immunity to that. Honey is a food that the bees have already processed. They've already digested. It is something that they put in a pure form, and
Hmm.
it will help your immunity a lot.
It
Seriously,
has
a lot.
antibacterial. It has antibacterials in it, so it
Yes,
helps you.
a lot of people that have immunity issues will eat. will take in honey from bees from their area because it helps fight the
They this not this time of year though, but what she could do
yeah,
is
not
get some
not this
get some eucalyptus
yeah.
eucalyptus
Well,
tea leaves and make the tea with
yeah,
eucalyptus. It's a decongestant and it'll stop you from coughing. So you can get eucalyptus because the honey would be if you get it in your area right this time of the year, it's going to be a little. I mean, not like it's not going to be like $100 or nothing, but it's going to be a little bit pricey. And
yeah,
but it might be a little bit more difficult to get because it's not in season.
yeah.
The bees aren't doing anything this time of year. All the flowers are
Well, they're
sleeping.
yeah, they're not because the flowers ain't blooming. The bees are in hibernation. Yeah, I get it. But in the
Yeah,
summertime, it's good to eat that honey. It'll help your immune system.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, I mean, but let's help our dating immune system. Let's open up our
yeah.
options. You know
Yes.
what? Let's
We need
not
a
be
foolish we need
Hey,
a foolishness blocker.
hey, let's not be race loyal. Let's be love loyal. Let's go
Yes.
for the one that loves us the most. And how would he
Yeah.
look? How would she look? Hmm,
Well, he would
interesting,
look like
right?
Sean Connery to me,
Oh, okay.
the young Sean Connery.
Henry Cavill.
Hmm.
There you go. But
Henry.
here's my thing. I think black women should have the best option. I think black women should have the first choice. I think black women should be able to go in the white community and say, you know what? If I choose Brad, I'm going to be put in that pedestal. And Becky or Karen should not have any say about that. Seriously. And I'm not being mean to white women. I'm just saying, black women have done the most. They have worked the hardest. And damn it, they deserve the best. Tell me I'm wrong.
Nope. And what I know is that they get slick with you when you have like a non-black partner. Like if you even with a mixed guy or like a white guy or anyone that's not black, because I don't think mix is black, but like
Yeah.
if you're with someone that's like mixed or not black, they get slick with you. Like they look at you certain ways.
Well,
It's like, what's wrong with me?
yeah, here's the thing. When it comes to black women, you need to watch out for this because look, there are a lot of great white men that will love you. There are other men, other non-black men that will love you. That's true. But you got to be careful because you could find the men that are black male identified that will that are out for the black man and not so much for the black woman. Yeah, they love black women, but they're in a different mindset. And I've seen it so many times. And look, there are black women that are pro black that think that black men are the greatest on earth that will date white men, that will have sex with white men, that will marry white men, that will have a life with white men. And I know me and pro white leadership talked about this, but they're not going to put you first as a white man because the black man is superior in her mind. Though she might be attracted to you, she might even marry you and have children with you. But she expects you to be black male identified too because that's the superior being in her realm. I've seen this happen so many times. And tell me I'm wrong. Am I just fantasizing about this?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. And, I've seen white men like this. And a lot of these men go from the leftist political perspective where they feel black men are victims and they will uplift them and be towards them all the way. And women that are pro-black will get with these white men in a heartbeat. Look, and here's the thing: black women that hate white men, they're out there and they're still physically attracted to white men. They will sleep with them. They will even marry them. And just like the racist white men that think that what the white race is superior will still have sexual relations with the black woman. Same thing. Be careful of that, guys. Seriously.
Thank you.
I'm just saying. I want to put that out there because people don't realize that these things happen. But the true man that loves black women will give up his life for black women because he loves black women. He's married to a black woman. And that's what you want, ladies. And anyway, sorry I had to go off into that, but look out for that. Look out for the white man that's attracted to you, but not really into you. Seriously. The white man that really loves you will give his life for you. Will do anything in his power to make you happy. You'll know the difference. You will.
Yeah, it'll become clear in a conversation
It will.
because they tend to um, guide the conversation towards certain topics.
Yeah.
Well, I always say to watch out for black male worshiping tendencies. So I think I'm going to do a live on that. I don't want to change the subject, but I think I'm going to do a
Yeah.
live on that. Because
Oh my
I
god.
don't, do I have any black male worshiping tendencies? I don't, there's
Uh,
not,
I no, you don't. I can speak in confidence and no, you don't.
Look, she absolutely does not.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
There's
my
no
god.
question there.
And the white
I'm
guys, like, be careful with the white guys that try to be black. Like, I have an ex who
Yes.
all he was doing was talking black. Like, yo, what's up, man? He was listening to, like, rap music and bopping his head on
no,
Snapchat
I'm not
stories.
looking
And I'm
for an
like,
idiot. I'm not
I
looking for,
can't do
I'm
it.
looking for a colonizer. I'm looking for a
Yeah.
colonizer.
Bro,
You can tell a
Every
lot by a person's music that they listen to. You can tell a lot about that person, the kind of music they listen to. Um, Music is so influential on people because of the repetition in the song. That's why a lot of people
It,
can't get some songs out of their head. But when
that let me
Yeah,
speak up.
my musical situation is on my page. So
Hey, let me speak on that because hey, you're so true. Um, I like to. Hey, you guys know the Spinners back in the '70s, right?
yes,
hmm
I love that
no.
group. Okay, I love that group, right? And their music. These guys could sing good. They had good music. But what really um I love doing is watching the video. You know why? Because this is like a Soul Train video, and you see these black women that are dancing that have the big afro that just looks so beautiful, and I'm like, oh my god, I love that. Brings me back to my childhood when I seen black women that I had love for, and it's more than their songs because they sing great. Don't get me wrong, but that image there of black women, it's like these are the black women I fell in love with as a boy. And I'm like, oh my God, if I was in my 20s back in the day, I would be. Look, look, you couldn't stop me from competing. These women probably would have kicked me to the curb 100 times over, but I would have still kept coming back for more because these black women were beautiful. I embrace black women. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting caught up
don't. That's why I
in
came to
my
your channel to hear nice things.
I just get caught up in black women because That's the women I love. That's the women I dated. That's the woman I married. Look, that's women I see today, and I just have love for it. I say, "Oh God, please bless this woman." Why would I do that? Just in a random woman? But black women, I have love for you. You know why? Because you're the most beautiful women on earth. You know why? Because black women have shown me the most love than any other group of women. Seriously. When it come to me as being a boy, a teenager, dating, marriage, black women have shown me they are the best option. And black women have shown me that I don't want to be with any other group of women. And look, I love women across the board. I think women are beautiful. But my heart belongs to the black woman, and it always will be. You can't.
This is weird. How is a white guy preferring black women? This is weird.
Yeah,
I thought black men say white men don't prefer black women. What's going on?
yeah. And you know what's so weird about it is I grew up around white men and white Hispanics, 2 to 3% black people, but I always preferred black women above any other group of women. Period. And there are very beautiful white women, Hispanic women that I was exposed to. But you know what? I wanted the black woman. You know what? I wanted to marry the black woman. You know what? I love the black woman. You know what? The black woman is everything to me. What? But if you look at it in my environment, people are confused. Why would you do that?
You know
Well,
what? Black women are the most loving women on the planet.
they are, and I gotta I my heart was touched by a black woman. You know what? Once your heart's touched by a black woman, you'll never go back. You'll never want any other group of woman. Even if she dogs you and kicks you to the curb and puts you in the chokehold and almost kills you, you will still you will still want the black woman. I'm just saying.
Cause
You
I'm
that's
know,
gonna
why
they
tell
it's
you.
not.
compare black women to bears, like mother bears. It's like when you see a mother bear in the wild or like, somewhere, they won't bother you. But when you poke at it and bother it too much, they're going to snap on you. That's how I see black women. Like we're loving and we have no problem showing love. But when you like get on our nerves, you piss us off, you make excuses, constant excuses, you try to stereotype us, and then we show you like don't mess with us, you then will get mad and try to like say, oh, black women are this and this and that. But really, black women are like one of the most loving types of people I've met.
Yeah.
There are some stupid ones I can't stand, of course,
Yes.
but there's also ones that are very sweet and they're very like pure and funny and they're understanding. So yeah, black women are like
Like
mother bears. Don't poke at them. Don't poke at us, and you'll
Yeah.
be
it's like
fine.
And,
once you hit
and
that magical button, black women will take a lot, but once you hit that magical button, run for your life, and
You know
right.
what
that's
I
just
like
what that
about
is.
white men or men of other races, that they don't when they see a black woman, they see a black woman. It's not like, oh, light skin versus dark skin. It's all like there's it's just these are black women. That's what I like. I like that, and when they're attracted to a black woman, her skin tone isn't the thing that attracted him. I don't think. I don't think
No,
so.
yeah,
I
let me
think that they're
address.
looking at them as, okay, I'm with a black woman, and and they're not putting categories or paper bag tests, on
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
That's something that men in that black community do, and you'll see that they're with a lot of really light really light skin, and the dark skinned women are shunned by them really badly. But with white men and all the other races of men, they don't look at how dark this woman is. I don't maybe that some of them do. I don't know, but I just I don't think they put a lot of stock in it. I
No,
don't think
they
they put a lot
don't.
of
Well,
stock in that.
they
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 don't. Like
we
when
d- Yeah, no,
Sorry.
let me say this. Yeah, we don't. Look, when we date black women as white men, it's because we love black women. We embrace black women. We embrace you how you carry yourself, how you deal with us. We embrace how you look. We embrace your features. And if you're dark skinned, we don't really see it because we see you as a black woman. And we embrace you as a black woman. Look, I love black women. I want a black woman. When I started dating, I wanted a black woman. I prayed to God for a black woman. I didn't say, hey, God, give me a black woman that has a big butt and light skin. No, I did not do that. I said, God, can I please have a black woman? I love black women.
And what's funny is that
And,
even if
and
a
you know what? She could have been light skinned, dark skinned. It don't matter. We embrace black women. And a lot of white men are with dark skinned black women. It's not because they choose dark skin, it's because they embrace black women. They love black women. They love you for how you look, your features. They love you for your curves you have. They love you for you. Look, this is coming from a white man that loves black women. I love black women. Does it matter if she's light or skin toned? I don't give a damn. I just know she's a black woman and I love her because she's the most
yeah,
beautiful. She's the most loving. She's so ladies don't get that. Uh, don't think about that because look, when we look at black women as white men, we just see black women. We don't even know about the skin tone. We don't even think about that unless black
colorism.
men point it out to us and say, "Hey, your wife's dark skinned, or the girl you like's light skinned, or whatever." We're just at first we're confused, like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Because
I
So
mean,
stupid.
colorism is not a thing for white men.
Well,
it's not.
it doesn't exist. I don't think it exists in the white community. They don't look at, oh, this woman is really super white and this one is not as white and this one has tan.
Yeah,
They don't look at it like that.
I never hear white men say I prefer porcelain over olive skin. Like I never hear that type of stuff. Like for example, um when I'm walking and I'm minding my own business, etc., like I'm on my jog, they're like black men that be like, "Oh my god, you're so pretty. What are you mixed with? Oh my god, we can have some super cute babies." And then they're like, "Oh my god, you light skin, da 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 da." It's like that's disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't want you to talk to me. Like, you know, I'm a person that's open for like to talk to everyone and be friends with everybody. But like I avoid many black guys because I all the conversations start off with you're a pretty light skinned girl. And
Hmm.
then like my skin, it's weird. It gets dark, it gets brown, it gets light. I don't care at this point. I'm black. But
Yeah, it
when I
just depends the
when
time
I'm
of the
brown
year.
or like dark skin and I'm running, etc., and then white guys usually talk to me, I never hear, "Oh my god, you're a pretty dark skinned woman." They're like, "You are a very attractive woman." They don't even say black woman at that. They are usually like, "You are a very attractive woman and you have nice melon." That's it. Like I don't understand the difference of why that is. And I know it's colorism, but the thing is black guys will point out your skin color. White guys will
Always.
literally say you're a beautiful woman. They won't be like dark
Yeah,
skin woman, light skin woman. And
Yes.
you
there's colorist white guys, yes, but the
there are.
majority of them
Yeah,
don't care.
Majority of them don't queer. There are some that have their preferences because maybe they've been raised around black people, but
but you know, yeah, you
or they have black friends that pointed out to them, hey, that's a light skin, that's a dark skin, whatever. But
yeah. That's the only time we figure that out when it's thrown in our face. Otherwise, we just see black women as black women. Seriously.
and or
Um,
they classify the white ladies by their hair color though. It's like I like blondes, brunettes, whatever.
but you know
But
what? You know what's weird is I know my cousins and even my wife said this. They said, you know what? You're like a chameleon. And they say, you know what? At night, your hair is black and your eyes are brown. And in the daytime, your hair is white and your eyes are green. Um, seriously. And I do have those, I guess, those features, you might say. My hair is, look, my hair, if you see me in the sunlight, my hair is white. If you see me at night, it's black. Um, my eyes, they're hazel, but at night they look dark brown. In the day, they look bright green. I don't know. It's
You're
weird.
a chameleon. That's all
I'm
that
a
is.
chameleon, yeah. Um,
But I find it interesting that even if a white man doesn't have a successful black relationship with a black woman, that he continues to have relationships with black women.
he does.
He, and he
Hey,
doesn't go back to Becky. I find that to be very interesting.
that is crazy. And you know what? I understand why. Look, I know white men that have had failed relationships with black women, and they'll search for another black woman. They'll even look look black women. How can I say this? Look, I've had a successful relationship with my black wife, and look, I'll be married to her till I no longer walk the earth, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a blessing. But I understand where these guys come from that have relationships with black women that don't last because the
Hmm.
love of a black woman is so much better than the love of any other group of women on earth. It really is. And maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm just more attracted to black women. Maybe I have more love to black women, and that's all true. But you know what? If my relationship didn't work, I'd be with another black woman. I
Uh,
look, and,
uh,
and yeah,
pardon.
and even within my friendships, even dealing with women, I would rather deal with black women than any other group of women. Seriously.
I have
Uh,
a biracial friend who he used to prefer like white Latin chicks. And he don't prefer white girls. And I was asking him why that is, and he's like, I don't know, I just don't find him attractive. And
Yeah.
I finally figured out that his mother is a white woman. Um, so that, yeah, and she's terrible. She's so horrible to him and bring trauma. So that's probably why he's not attracted to white women, because they remind him of his mother. But anyways, he used to prefer like
Oh
white
God.
Latin Latinas. Yeah, white
Oh.
Latinas and Asians. But then over time, he's like, I'm starting to I prefer black women now. And I'm like, what's the why the change? And he's like, because like white Latinas and Asian girls, they are not that loving. Like they're very rude. And I don't know, I vibe with black women more. They're very loving and respectful to me. And then that makes me think, like, when we're talking about this right now, that makes me think of his situation, because it's like when someone when guys that don't even see black women as the type, right, and they try and date black women, etc., they start to gravitate towards black women. He went from not preferring black women and white women to preferring only black women, because he's like, he been with many black women and they are very loving and understanding, and they're very supportive, and etc. And yeah, you could learn a lesson from that. Black women do have the most, like, our way of love is so
Hmm.
different from other groups of women. Like,
Most
it
high.
may be seen as more blunt,
Hmm.
but it's also more like, what's the word? We're blunt, but we're also
We're,
loving and
we're,
affectionate.
we're tactful.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is that sometimes you need somebody to smack you upside the head, and tell you, hey, you're doing the wrong thing. And a lot of women are not willing to do that. But
Black women wants the men, whoever a black woman is with, we
mhm,
want them to do better. That's
yes.
what our thing. That's what I see a lot of with myself. I, I, whoever I'm with, whether it's a man or a woman, I want them to do better. If I see that,
Mhm.
I will give suggestions. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do, but I will, give the best observation and um, the best advice that I could possibly give. There's nothing in it for me to see you doing better. I notice a lot of black women are like that. We don't. It's not. But we're blessed because a lot of black women feel like when we do stuff, do the right thing, we get blessed because we believe in blessings a lot. So
Mhm.
we do a lot of the right things, and it always comes back to us. So that's why we're so helpful. A lot of us.
The
I
way
Um,
that
just
black
I
women
find
and
it.
white men, go ahead,
Mhm.
sweetie.
I'm sorry. I find it very ironic is that the very thing that black men hate us for is the very thing that everybody else loves us for.
Mm.
It's so ironic to me, and it's just like that we're nurturing, we're loving, and they're saying that we're the opposite of these things. But then you get and you have people that have actually had relationships with black women, and they will never leave black women because they know that if they have a black woman in their corner, they have their biggest cheerleader they're going to have. They're going to have the best advisor, a person who's always going to make sure that they are doing the best that they can. And when the chips are down, it's going to have their back no matter what.
that's why the black men want us. They only want us when they're so down in the dumps, and that's when they run to us.
And
That's
they
exact.
also
That's
want you
exactly.
when you're like when you glow up. Because the black women they usually talk about, oh she's naggy, she got attitude, etc. It's usually like I would say this is just revenge of the nerds. They wanted a certain type of black woman, but they had her, right? But because she is like negative and etc. and bitter, like for example, me and Afro Angelique, I'm just using this as an example, we would be um like nerdy type of girls, right? Quiet, we
Yeah,
mind our own business, kept to ourselves. While
definitely.
someone like I'll just say Rihanna. Someone like Rihanna is like, the baddie walking around and all the black guys gravitate toward her. Now, sometimes she may turn down a lot of them and they're still bitter about that. And she may pick one of them and she
Drake.
treat one of them like ish. And then they're mad and it's like, black women never treat men, da da da. And me and
Drake.
also Angelique, the types that were overlooked, right? This is just an example. The types
Hmm.
that's overlooked and kept to ourselves, we get in contact with white men and then we get to know white men. These black men that overlooked us, they then look at us back and want us from white men because it's like, damn, I messed up from the quote unquote it girl that treated me like ish. And I didn't pick a good girl like them that white men get. So that's the thing. Like a lot of them, when they're talking about, oh, black women are this and that, they're usually talking about the black women that rejected them or the black women that they did not work out with. They have not met all black women because the ones that white men get, somehow they work out. Meaning it's not black women that's the problem. It's the women that they chose. That's the problem. And they
Hmm.
don't want to admit that because their ego is so stuck up their butt and they don't want to take accountability and wake up to it. They're picking negative women and then they want to group all of us up in a bunch as if we're all negative. We're not all negative because I don't hear white men complaining. I don't hear Asian men complaining. I don't hear Latin Hispanic men complaining. It's black men that you should complain. And they throw these stereotypes when they happen to just not pick the highest of the litter of black women, right? They go
Hmm.
for the looks first instead of attitude. And then when they go and see the attitude's not good, they're mad. And then they see
Hmm.
good women are being picked by white men. That's basically what. And these stereotypes is not true. It's just that black men just say because they're just still butthurt. It's revenge of the nerds. They're bitter still.
Hmm. Their picker was off, and then they go to the chick to have their butt hanging out of their clothes, and they're basically virtually naked because it's easy prey, and then not realizing that low hanging fruit is low hanging fruit for a reason. The reason why you have to climb to the top is because that's where you get the best, and
Yeah.
that is work. And men don't, and a lot of black men don't want to do the work. So. And white men are willing to do the work for something that they know is going to be dividends. And
You,
that's the difference.
you know what I realize about black women and white men? The way like we come from different backgrounds, but we what we want in our partners, like we find it in each other. For example, like text messages, this is just an example.
Hmm.
Like white men, what I know is white men are usually the types who always text you. Or like, hey, can I get you one thing? Hey, how are you? Hey, they're always like texting you and want to make sure how you are, etc. While like other women would be like, oh my God, this is annoying. Can they stop texting me constantly?
Yeah.
Black women, on the other hand, we're always the ones texting. And we're like, hey, how are you? Da ta ta ta, right?
Hmm.
And the guys are always ignoring. Like black guys are always ignoring, right? I'm like, oh my God, this girl annoying.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
why she
and then
blowing
you
up my
put it in.
phone?
Huh?
They'll be like, "Why you blowing up my phone?
Yeah,
You talk,
exactly.
and you talk to
Yeah.
you text a white guy's like, hey babe, how you doing? You need anything? Da, 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 da."
White guys are
And the
usually the
black
ones
guy,
that love to talk. Black women are usually the ones who love to talk. And then you put both of them in. Oh my God, they'll be talking to each other constantly, like, "Oh my God, how are you?" And they're like, "Oh, how are
it's
you?"
like
And
it's like
it
texting
works.
all
Hey,
day, talking all night.
hey, ladies. I mean, you hit something because look, the black women I have relationships with, I could talk to black women all night. I could keep talking forever. It just felt so good to just to talk. And
Mhm.
maybe that's a weird thing. And even black women I'm friends with to today, I could talk to for hours.
Mhm.
And when it comes to a relationship, I think that's powerful. I think when you can communicate with somebody on a long scale and keep doing it and you feel good about it, there's a connection there. There really is. And with black women, white men, we have that connection. And look, I have that connection with black women I'm friends with to today. I could talk to them for hours. And I'm not trying to get with them or, have feelings for them. I just love talking to them. Um, and that's a friendship quality. And when you get into the friendship leads to, dating and marriage. You got to have
Mhm.
the friendship. Me and Sandy are the best friends ever. We just love each other's company. And it don't have to be intimate all the time. Just being with my wife is a beautiful thing, regardless of what we're doing. We could have our loving moments. We could get intimate, and that's wonderful and great. Or we could just be hugging on each other and watching TV. Or we could just be having dinner together. Um, and I would say to people, you know what? Your friendship relationship a lot of times leads to your intimate relationship, leads to your dating, your marriage, because it's all about communication. It's all about having love for each other. It's about lifting each other up, seriously. And that starts with friendship. Anyway, sorry.
No, you're
Thanks.
very right because it's like I can text like we text all day and then get home and talk all night. So it's like, where does the sleep happen?
Yeah, right.
Because you can't
I've
help.
been there.
You guys
It's
are
like
showing your youth. You guys are showing off your youth. You're making me sick. Just kidding.
I'm just I'm
I don't
just
like the text at
saying.
all. I hate it. The most I can do with the text is say, "Can you call me when you have a chance?" Or, because I don't like that texting, whole paragraph stuff. I'm not very quick on it either, and I'm just jealous. You guys
I
my
love
daughter be using those thumbs to be doing all that texting. I can't do those
Yeah,
things.
No, I
like
get it.
my mom will see me texting and smiling. It's just like, what are you doing? You don't have to worry about all that. But I
Oh
can
my
do
god. When
it.
you haven't been on phone, oh my god, phone make my heart ring. Just like hearing like my man's voice on the phone make my heart ring. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, and I'm always squealing and
It's
etc.
like
I don't know. I can't relate
you
to texts. I always be like, you wanna call? They're like, why you always wanna call? And I'm like, because I wanna hear your voice.
I know, right? But like
Yeah, that's the best.
some people don't like to talk on the phone during the day, and it's just or it's easier to like for me, it's easier for me to text and talk on the phone because if I have a it's more hit or miss. And because for me, I know if I get on a phone call and that person is a good conversationalist, I'm gonna get sidetracked and talk all day. And so I won't get anything done. At least I can put the put text down and walk away. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
I mean
whatever works.
that's why look that's why the voice is for the evening, so you can just like yes, talk to me, baby.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Hey,
you guys.
hey,
Yes, so
hey, ladies. I'm gonna have to close this live here soon. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
yeah,
Oh,
I have to get up early too.
I do
You
too.
guys are such wonderful
Yeah,
ladies,
I
and
gotta go
Brent, you're
too.
such a nice man to talk to, and
Oh,
it's like so nice to hear a man talk so wonderfully about his wife and black women because it's like doesn't really happen very much. So it's really nice. Thank you for letting me be on your show.
oh yeah. You're always welcome.
Thanks.
And look, how I talk about my wife. I love my wife, and my wife is a black woman, and I love black women. Look, the black women I come across through my life and the ones I come across in today's world, I have love for black women. I see the beauty in black women. And look, black women do not get the love and respect they deserve. And look, and everybody knows I'm speaking the truth. Regardless of your race or gender, you know black women get the short end of the stick. But yet, black women are the best option. They are the most beautiful. And I don't understand for the life of me why black women feel they have to settle for a certain group of men. Black women, you are the best option. Be the best option. Give your love to the man that is the best option.
If
Look,
a man, pardon me,
yeah,
if a white man, Asian, whatever race of man gets with a black woman, I'm going to guarantee he's going to feel like a superhero. He's going
he
to feel like a
is.
superhero. He's going to
Oh,
actually be a superhero because um because of just the when like when Sandy is walking with you, Brett, I'm sure she feels like she's being protected, like she has someone to be with
yeah,
her because
yeah,
it's like wolves all around, and
yeah.
we need a superhero.
You know what's funny about that? When I married my wife Sandy, right? I was 24, she was 25, and I went into the army, right? And we had hopes and we had dreams and things we're going to do together. We loved each other. And the thing of it is, people talk about their hopes and dreams when they get married. And a lot of people say it fell short. This didn't happen what we thought. With me, it was like we were better than we ever thought we would be. Um, we're more successful than we ever dreamed to be. And let that make sense. She's a black woman. I'm a white man. In 1994, we got married. Our our families were like, okay, that's cool, but I know my mother-in-law loved me more than anything. My brother-in-law thought I was the greatest, but the rest of the family didn't think it was so great. And on my side, my father was thanking God that Sandy accepted my hand in marriage, because my father knew I was headed nowhere fast. Being honest, and he knew that my wife Sandy was a good woman, so he was celebrating life. That's my father. Um, but my grandmothers were didn't accept it. They thought it was horrible. But my grandfathers thought it was a great thing. My grandfather on my dad's side says, "Oh, thank God, maybe I get to see my grandkids before I leave this earth." That was his thing. My grandmother's like, "Oh, why is he talking to these women that don't look like him? What about white women? There's so many beautiful white women. What's he doing? Oh my God." But you know what? The family members in my life that checked for these white women that were so beautiful and so right for us, their marriage didn't last. My marriage lasts, and it's still going strong. I've only been married once in my life. My wife's only been married once. I chose a black woman, and I have the biggest success rate in the white community. And that's not just me and my family. That's statistically true. And I want to put this out there because look, black women are the best option. Unfortunately, black men don't know what they have. Unfortunately, black men don't know the blessing they have. And you know what? I feel bad about that. I'm saddened, but in another breath, I say thank God because I have my wife Sandy. Because the black men before me didn't do the right thing. And I know that sounds horrible, but I got a beautiful wife. I'm living my best life. I'm blessed. Anyway,
Thanks, Brett. You have a good night. Um,
yeah, have a
Liz
good
is
night.
here there. Afro
Good night.
Angelique. And good night, Brett.
Yeah, good night.
And
Have a good
everybody
night.
else.
Good night.
All
Good
right, bye
night,
bye.
everybody.
Good night.
All
Brent,
right, good.
thank you for always having our backs. Thank you for always uplifting us, and um thank you for being the great man that you are. And that I just want to let you know that we appreciate you and Sandy, and we can't wait till she comes back on, because I'm still holding her to the once a month, even though she hasn't been on in last month. So she has to
Well,
come
no,
on at least once this month.
she was on Thanksgiving Day,
Oh, you know what?
so
I missed that one. So
yeah,
yeah,
she was there on Thanksgiving. Yeah, she'll be coming on again once a month. She'll be on once. Look, yeah, I'll bring her on more often, and I need to because Sandy she's my
we love
better
her.
half. She's you know what? She took a broken white guy that was worth nothing and made him have some value. So yeah, that's my Sandy baby. Um,
We love her, and thank you for coming on. Even though I know you got to go to work, but I'm gonna drop off now. But thank you, thank you, thank you.
hey,
Have a
hey,
blessed
thank
week.
you. Hey, Afro Angelique,
Uh
God
huh.
bless you, young lady, and big love to you. And hey,
Mhm.
you know what? Black women choose the best option. Okay, I'm just going to say that. But Afro Angelique, I love you. You're like my big sister or little sister. I, you're
Look,
all of that. Uh,
you guys
I,
look. You guys got married the year before I graduated high school. So.
yeah, we did. I would say my little sister because you're so many years younger than me. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, when we got married, were you alive yet? I
I was I graduated high school in '95. So you guys got the year before I graduated high school. You
oh
guys got
okay. So we got married in '94, the year before you graduated. So you're not too far behind us. Okay,
Mm,
that's
no.
that's
And
awesome.
you guys are the blueprint. So I you guys are what love looks like.
Oh, thank you so much. Um, yeah,
And
I don't even know what to say. I'm so blessed. It's not even funny. But Afro Angelique, I'll see you soon, young lady.
I will see
Uh,
you soon. I'll try to catch you on your next live. Have a blessed week.
oh, you too. I will probably won't go live again till Monday, just because of my work schedule. Um, yeah, guys, look, my work schedule is crazy this month. I'll be back live Monday night, or I will have one in between a live show. I just don't know what night. But anyway, you guys have a blessed night. God bless you and your families. And black women, just know us, white men, and other races of men, we love you. Black women, you're the best option. You are the most beautiful. And hold up, hold yourself up. You are the best. But black women, you got to open up your options. Black women, you got to look into other men because the numbers don't stack up in your favor. They don't. But, if your options are open, your value skyrockets because you are the most beautiful women. It's just that men like me don't think we have access to you. That's what it really is. Okay? But anyway, everybody, God bless you and your families, and I'll see you soon. Have a blessed night. God bless. And I'll see you Monday, guys, okay? Monday for sure. I'll have a live in between, though, okay? God bless you and your